Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at is Canadian Family Life. I think we've featured this channel a couple of times already, but Tiffany, the creator behind this channel, is here with us every single day for every single stream, and she's out there supporting other creators all the time, so much so that as I dig through her channel and her thumbnails, you'll recognize Tiffany more than likely, because you will have seen her on other people's StreamYard panels and things like that. I'm always happy to see creators supporting each other in that way. She's been a dear friend for a long time. We've actually inadvertently collaborated together. We were on a stream once not too long ago, just a couple of months, with Come Hither with Heather on a panel. Ron's Keto Cafe is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Controversial Cruising is coming up as well. And Woman Outdoors, I see, is here. I've got quite a few more names on the wheel, including, of course, Scratch and PPA. And thank you so much for your patience. I usually try not to get on the stream late. I said it was going to be 6 o'clock, and I was a few minutes later. Scratch and PPA has been a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family for a very long time. He literally supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch, not to mention the support that he gives other people. But even when we do these streams here on Tuber Chat as pop-ups, I know he must be refreshing the page to make sure that he's getting on right away, and I really do appreciate that patience. So I'll try to keep those a little bit tighter. But today is an odd day. We usually don't stream on Thursday, but I had an opportunity today. It was kind of a last-minute decision over the course of the last 24 hours. I found myself with a day off. Some of you know that I work full-time outside of what we do here on YouTube and everything else, and I found myself with a free day, so I did a stream on my other channel earlier today showing some of these fall colors, like what Canadian Family Life has on her banner here. She's a fellow Canadian as well, from New Brunswick, and we love showing off our Canadian heritage. That goes for Scratch and PPA. That goes for Mike and Rihanna's Adventures as well. And forgive me if we do have other Canadians in the house that I'm not familiar with. So also, I notice a bit of activity in the chat. We have a brand new channel here. So Cruising with Keith, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Drunken Chef Barbecue is here also. The Bullock Experience and Natalie Nicole's ASMR are on the wheel. Scratch and PPA's the pole position. Michael's Adventures will send his regards. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator. Between him and Scratch and Pete, these are two of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 6.5 years on YouTube, and they support every single stream that they can and every other thing that I do, not to mention what they do for our entire Tuber Chat family. Michael's Adventures will always send his regards on the days he can't be here, but we'll likely see him again on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday we expect to be here at 3 p.m. Eastern both days. Drunken Chef Barbecue's in the house. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, good to have you back. And Carrie Leonard is here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, I think I said hello. They're from Medicine Hat, Alberta. And, of course, we have viewers from all over the world and family members. And It's a Cruise Life is in the house. Maciel Family Adventures is here. That's Drunken Chef Barbecue's second channel. And the Carnivore Cabbie, good to have you here as well. What looks like from the UK. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Even when I've got my glasses on, my vision is not what it once was. But it looked like that might be the flag that you've got beside your channel name there. And Canadian Family Life, I just dug through her stuff very quickly there. We're going to get moving, and Ghostly Winds dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel. And after a long period of time, probably 2 hours from now, I'll start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream, as we always do. I'm going to get the bud files onto the wheel as well here. They're out supporting people every single day and here with us in Tuber Chat every single day as well. Now, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours every time we stream, and certainly not 3 or 4 times a week. So I do appreciate every moment, and of course those thumbs up as well. And Just Jason, Keto, and More. I enjoyed the latest chaffle. I think I'm not saying it properly. I think it's chaffle. Right? Is that right? That's the way it sounded when you were pronouncing it in the video I watched earlier. He's got a lot of different recipes on there, but Just Jason, Keto, and More is going to help us with healthy eating and healthy living, and a lot of recipes on his channel, like Ron's Keto Cafe as well. And we've got a couple of other friends that help us with keto-based diet or lifestyle. The Stock Explorers here. Nora was live earlier. I missed that as well. Forgive me, because I took off and I ended up doing a last-minute stream myself on my channel right after you were on. Christina Trammell, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. Just Jason, Keto, and More will be live likely tonight in another hour and a half or so. He usually goes on Thursday nights at 7:30. And I talk about this all the time, but when you start your YouTube journey, it's easy to try to avoid running into, times. You can set up schedules with your friends so that you each pick your times, pick your days, and nobody's streaming at the same time as each other or dropping premieres. But very soon, it's already becomes a problem. And the truth is, for a lot of channels, you got to go when you got to go, right? So I don't want anybody getting too hung up on that idea. Nobody's ever going to be considered crashing into Tuber Chat when you stream at the same time as us. We have people who do it all the time, and I'm happy to raid in if you're doing a stream that ends or that begins close to the time that we're ending and things like that. And then Ghostly Winds, thank you so much for that super chat, by the way. I see that My Flock is Everywhere dropped one as well. Thank you both. I'm going to put those channels on the screen in another moment here. Ghostly Wind says, welcome Tuber Chat's Wheel of Spooky Month. And this year, the wheel makes the host go through blood, sweat, and tears. Almost like a Saw movie, but for fun. Yes, absolutely. I was just actually talking about the Saw movies. I was wondering if Kira had seen them. She's becoming of age to be able to watch that kind of thing. But I wouldn't wish it on anybody who was much younger, to be honest with you. I enjoyed them when they came out, but a little bit of a psychological torture seems to be up my alley when it comes to television and movies. Holly's Adventures, good to see you here. We got Canadian Family Life Hubby on the screen now. So Tiffany's husband, Chris, started a channel as well. And I think it's extra special when we have in real life friends and family members that support each other wholeheartedly, like some of our husband and wife combos. We got a couple of cousins in the chat and things like that. We've seen lots of aunts and uncles and things like this as well. Canadian Family Life Hubby has started with 3D printing. He's got a couple of shorts already, quite a few videos, and then we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if there will be live streams. Some of you are going to notice, by the way, that YouTube changed everything up over the last couple of days. So a lot of the buttons that we're used to tapping and clicking have all moved around now. You have to be careful. One of the things I really dislike is accidentally signing out, especially when I'm logged into a handful of accounts all at the same time. And that could be quite a headache with two-factor authentication, which I hope everybody has on as well. But you'll notice it even in the mobile app. Some of the things have moved around, and they give us notifications about that as well. KP Heathen, good to see you in the house from Louisiana. Crochet around New Zealand. Trish, good to have you back. Super Rainbow Queen is in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I feel like I missed a channel coming in. Literature More with Kathleen. Good to see you in the house. And thank you for being here. Even if you got to go to work, I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly or dropping a thumbs up or running the stream in the background. I know we got a few friends that do that. A special hello to our friend Jaden if he happens to be watching or listening. I haven't seen Jaden in a few days, and it could be a little bit longer than that now, and we always wonder where our friends are if we don't see them online for a little while. Holly's Adventures, thank you so much for that gifted membership. I'm sure that Dutchfly61 will be happy to have that. They've been a member many times before, and we'll get them onto the wheel if they happen to be here or if they come in. MLY Bird Farm, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. There's my love, Kristen Walton, as a member and a moderator. We were talking about her, she was cooking dinner earlier and planning it while I was out streaming on my other channel. But it was as delicious as anybody would have expected. Stuffed peppers, which she does a spectacular job with. And then all the fixins. So let's get to our next channel. Ghostly Winds always has incredibly creative and fun things to say about the Wheel of Doom here. Ghostly Winds has been with us for what I think is 3 years now. And they bring video gaming content, particularly retro games like Nintendo and Sega type titles. They post videos all the time. They've been going just about daily lately. I'm just going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And then they do a lot of live streaming as well. And if you can catch Ghostly Winds for a live stream, it's like you can feel the excitement and energy in that creator while they're streaming. Grammy's Journal, good to see you here. Thank you for being in the house, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Pardon me just for a second. We'll be right back. And like always, my allergies take over the second I hit the go live button. And then what we've got going on with Ghostly Winds as well, like I said, was live stream. So let's have a look at those. And you'll see that it's been a while. So they did one today, but yeah, they're doing these again. They did one a few days ago, but it's usually sporadic, right? So it had been a couple of months. It's great to see that they've started doing a few more. One of the things you're going to notice as well, if we have a look at their banner right now, you notice that that's matching the thumbnail of the latest stream. So if you make a live stream and you do not put a thumbnail on it, what happens is your banner image becomes the thumbnail in most cases. And that is an explanation as to why when we design our banners, they're so huge. Because for anybody that's designed one, you have to wonder to yourself, why is the banner big and huge like this when we really only need a strip going across the top of our phone or on the top of the channel like this? So that's a hint as to why that's done. And it has to do with televisions as well. Woman Outdoors, thank you for another gifted membership. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up on the screen right after Holly's Adventures, which is up right after My Flock is Everywhere. We're treating those gifted memberships just like Super Chats these days, and we put Super Chatters and membership gifts like that onto the screen right away in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. Let me just rearrange my stuff here. We'll look at the shorts from Ghostly Winds. They've experimented with these a little bit, so we'll see where they're going to settle with these. But they've been posting frequently. The latest one's got 1,400 views, which is great to see. And hopefully everybody will connect with Ghostly Winds. They're getting close to 800 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to that milestone. Crocheting Around New Zealand, Trish was gifted a membership there by Woman Outdoors. So if she's still in the house, which she is, I'm going to put her onto the wheel right away because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. You might have noticed a message come on your phone or device after those gifted memberships that say allow gifts. you can click that to make sure that you're eligible to receive gifted memberships whenever they're donated on a channel like what you've just seen here. That could be on any channel at all. Ashrar Army, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to get to the next channel right now, but thank you Ghostly Wins for that super chat again. They've done that countless times. Buying spaces on the wheel as well. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yes, absolutely. Ron's Keto Cafe is talking about Canva. Now, Canva is something that I often use for inspiration because the truth of the matter is I've been using Photoshop for what feels like 30 years now. It's 20 for sure, right? So I'm very proficient with that. Not that I'm any better a graphic designer than anybody else, and certainly not a graphic artist, but I'm so lightning fast with Photoshop that I can't stand the idea of giving it up, right? However, Canva was something I would use for inspiration. So what I would do is go over there, look for banners or thumbnails that I found to be attractive, and then I just copy them, make myself a template, change the colors, and now it's my own, right? But lately, I started using or experimenting with some of the AI tools that can plug into Canva. And if I find any success with any of it, I'll share it with everybody or show everybody what on earth I'm talking about. But I haven't done anything of substance just yet, but I am paying for it now. So Canva is a great resource, but I have no problem endorsing them as well. And thank you everybody for those shares as well. They help. Certainly it's D Bankroll. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Wheaton Shaw, always good to have you here as well. Milk Honey Heritage Farms. Pardon me. Milk Honey Heritage Farms. I'm not sure if I said hello earlier, but it's good to see you in the house. I know you've been here since the beginning of the stream. Ashrar Army, it's going to be a long time before I add names to the wheel from our chat list, but I will do it probably an hour and a half to 2 hours from now. And then, so Crocheting Around New Zealand, Trish, there are other programs out there. So a lot of people who are using Photoshop all the time will use a program called GIMP, G-I-M-P. I'll type it in the chat. And that is a free program that can be used to do some graphic design work. What I often do is, like I said, I'll take inspiration. So I'll use a program that is either free or something I'm comfortable with, and just take inspiration from what I see from a site like Canva or anything else. And that could be a great way to start. The other thing too is you can always reach out to other creators to collaborate with them and possibly trade favors. So for people who do not like creating things like banners, thumbnails, and social media graphics, but possibly like editing videos or doing music or doing the research and the tags and the descriptions and things like this, you might be able to trade favors with other creators. Not to mention bring in some revenue, because there's websites out there like Upwork and Fiverr where people can go to get some of that work either ordered or do some of that work for other people. And I have ordered work from other people on Fiverr many times. That's where actually a lot of our, if not all of our music came from on the copyright-free music channel. So for anybody that hasn't already seen that, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams, and it's all copyright free. We own it all. And then Crocheting Around New Zealand, Trish, a lot of people think that. I haven't updated my banner since I started my channel. Even Tuber Chat is very basic. I know it's a good looking graphic, but fairly simple if you really look at what it is. But my personal banner hasn't been updated, and I haven't even updated some of the ones on channels that I run for what's getting on 6 years now. So they matter less than we think they do. It's nice to have a professional look, but we're not going to hear a story about somebody who Sean Cannell's going to say, oh, you could have had 1 million subscribers if your banner wasn't so bad, so you're stuck at 100,000, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have presentation, and you will see creators today in the channels that I put on the screen that actually put a lot more work into their banners than somebody like myself does. And there's no saying that I'm right or wrong about a lot of the different opinions that I'll share while we're here either. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and we all have to make the right decisions for our own channels. I forgot to update my... Oh, pardon me, Nightbot as well. Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek is a gold member here, but he recently changed the name of his channel. If you search him, you'll probably find him with no trouble, and the link should still link to his channel, but I got to update that. And let's look at My Flock is Everywhere. So thank you again for a super chat. Thank you, Ghostly Winds. They both did this basically almost before we started. 723 subscribers. Now, My Flock is Everywhere happens to be live right this second. They're posting videos frequently. I'm going to take the longer of the 2 latest ones and put that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but that's just in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Every minute matters, especially when it comes to watch hours, right? We'll look at shorts on the channel. We see that they've got quite a few of these that are moving now into 2,400, 2,500 views, one over 5,900. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're streaming frequently, and they've always got panels going on with some familiar faces. Not to mention, this particular creator happens to be out there supporting others. I find them in the community of channels that bring us the unknown. So it doesn't have to be UFOs, but that's a part of it. A lot of possibly paranormal kind of ideas as well. And then Todd's Club, Guitar and Gear Reviews. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Joe Valdez, Video Game and More. I'm not sure if I said hello earlier, but it's good to have you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So thank you again, My Flock is Everywhere, and Ghostly Winds for those super chats. They've both done that before. We're going to look at 2 more channels right away. Holly's Adventures and Woman Outdoors. They both gifted memberships. They've both done that before. I think what we're going to do, actually, we'll go for 3 minutes. We'll come back and we'll look at those channels. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Legal Minded Friends, Karen Cole, good to see you here. And then... that's great. That's a great thing to say, Holly's Adventures. I hope everybody will read their comment there, because it's a motivating and inspiring thing to say. So we usually don't do this. I've already got the channel on the screen, but we'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back and then we'll talk about Holly's Adventures content. All right, we're back and looking at Holly's Adventures. We usually don't go on breaks like that after we've already got the channel on the screen, but it's already been a half an hour, and the reason I keep these breaks coming up is because for your voice to be able to last hours when you talk constantly like this without stopping, you need little breaks to keep the voice going. So that's the reason for that, but Holly's Adventures has been a dear friend for a long time. Ashrar Army, flattery will get you everywhere. Thank you for that. I always appreciate positivity in the chat. If you have the time to spend, I will make sure that you get onto the wheel as quickly as you can, but I always do things in the fairest way possible. So I'll wait a while before I put names on the wheel, but if you can spend some time, best idea is always keep engaged in conversation. For anybody that's brand new, reaching out to others and making the first move is where you'll find the best success. ADM, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I'm not sure how to pronounce that or whether I should, but I'll refer to the channel as ADM for now if that's okay. But it's good to see you in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Holly's Adventures is up on the screen right now. This creator did two things in the chat. First of all, they gifted a membership earlier. And I always appreciate that extra generous support. Of course, we know our recipients always appreciate those as well. But they also dropped a super chat, and that's for Dark Swordsman Gaming. These two creators support each other very much. They've both done the same thing for each other again and again. And I really do appreciate seeing that as well. So buying space also might be in the house, and I just want to make one more quick note for everybody in the chat. The key to everything here in Tuber Chat is always making the first move, reaching out to other creators, giving them all the support that we wish they would give to us, knowing that they'll turn around and they'll do that afterwards. So I just want to mention that because we have to keep in mind as well, people are coming in and out of the chat all the time. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You start a conversation here, then you go out to somebody else's channel. And 60 or 70% of the people here in Tuber Chat might be on a phone. That's what the analytics tell us. So they could be in and out constantly, and it's very possible to miss messages. So staying active in the chat is absolutely important. Meditation Paradise Land, good to see you in the house, and thank you for the message this week as well. Andre Southgate is here. It's always good to see you here also. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is in the house, and Grow Big TV is here. That's Garden State Gardener's new channel. So let me get Garden State Gardener, and I'm going to put Grow Big TV onto the wheel as well. These creators are members. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Chief the Gaming Dispatcher, Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher is also on the wheel. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We still have yet to talk about Holly's Adventures content, but we will in a second. I struggle to keep up with the chat sometimes, and thank you everybody for making it such a lively stream again. Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen from Australia, is gifting another 5 memberships. She's done that kind of thing repeatedly as well. She's been an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding us just a couple of months ago, actually. It's only been about 3 months, I think, right? Maybe 4. Todd's Club Guitar and Gear Reviews is fairly new to Tuber Chat, but they just received one of those gifted memberships. Design with Emma has got one. Shanster Travels, Judy May Collins will be happy for that. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts as well. Most of those creators have been members before. If any of them are still in the chat or come into the chat, I'll put them on the wheel right away, but thank you for that, Doof Doof Paranormal. I really appreciate the extra generosity, and for that reason, we'll put Doof Doof Paranormal's channel up after Woman Outdoors. She also gifted a membership, as did Holly's Adventure, so we've got them up right away, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel soon enough. So when we look at Holly's Adventures content, more than anything else, what we're going to find is video gameplay. You notice the latest stuff they've been doing is Final Fantasy, but they mix up the games here, as does Dark Swordsman Gaming. Both of these creators play different things. 514 subscribers, so Holly's Adventures has to be excited about the new restrictions getting into the YouTube Partner Program for monetization after 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. And then when we look at Holly's Adventures Shorts, we see what a lot of creators are doing. Regardless of whether a channel has a niche or a category, we see... Forgive me, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is making me howl in the chat, way beyond laughter this time. Thank you for that. Yeah, Stock Explorer does a bunch of that too. And then Ashrar Army's reaching out to connect with people. If anybody hasn't already connected with them, they've been with us many times before. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, and they're ready to get started with a conversation, and then we all know how that works afterwards. Jenny Juice Real, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I hope that I'm not mistaken when I say you might be here for the first time. Maybe I'm mistaken about that, but it's good to have you here. Now, what I was going to say, though, is Holly's Adventures is bringing us variety in short. So even though most of their content is video gameplay, we see a lot of creators, many here in the Tuber Chat family, even when they have a niche or a category, they bring pure variety into the shorts on the channel. And that's okay. We just want to be intentional about what we're doing, right? Because... Shorts videos can be a great driver of subscribers, right? And then hopefully they stick around for your long form content. It always works best when they're complementary to each other, if that makes sense. So when we look through the live streams here, we see that Holly's Adventures is doing a lot of live streaming as well, and they've mixed up the gameplay while they've been doing that. So we'll see if they're gonna continue these. They just did one 3 hours ago. They're playing some Super Mario lately. I haven't seen that yet, the RPG. It's a different way of gaming for anybody that has played video games but may not consider themselves a gamer. An RPG is a role-playing game, more like Legend of Zelda. So I'll be interested to see that. I'm actually going to take one of your videos. I must have run one but not actually watched it. I'm going to take one. I'm going to put it in my catch-up playlist to keep caught up with you along with your Final Fantasy video. But I just want to see what that game is, because I'm not quite familiar with it yet, but I always like when some of the most famous, let's say, video games start to either mash up or change their ways and change their platforms. So seeing Super Mario in a Legend of Zelda type world is interesting to somebody like me. I don't make enough time for gaming lately, but I do enjoy them. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Bannon of Forgotten Whales. I'm sure everybody will be be more curious than ever to see what you're doing on your channel after you say that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, and thank you for coming in. I'm sorry that you have plans that you're canceling there. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is a member and a moderator. So I've got them on the wheel. Follow the Bradley's Fun is here. They are doing a great job using chapters in their videos. I hope everybody will check those out. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Dark Swordsman Gaming is up right now because Holly's Adventures gifted a membership and then dropped a super chat right after it, specifically for Dark Swordsman Gaming, and that's an incredibly generous thing to have done. We've seen that from both of these creators, so it's obviously a pleasure then to put Dark Swordsman Gaming up for that reason. Evans Family Adventures, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Dark Swordsman Gaming, we see 150 subscribers. They've got a lot of gameplay videos. They're mixing them up. They've got a brand new video today. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list as well so I can give that a run. And I'm going to look at their live streams, and we see that they're mixing up the gameplay during their live streams. But just like their friend here, Holly's Adventures, they play a lot of Final Fantasy as well, which is really cool. They mix up a lot of games. Stardew Valley's always there, and there's other popular gameplay that we'll find when we dig through the channel, Battlefield and this and that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to both Holly's Adventures and and Dark Swordsman Gaming. Thank you for that extra generosity. I certainly do appreciate it. Things like super chats and memberships, of course, are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated here. And Woman Outdoors is coming up for the same reason. They gifted a membership earlier. They've done that before. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is doing the same thing right now. And we'll get their channel up on the screen right after Doof Doof Paranormal. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Woman Outdoors has a compelling channel. They bring a lot of outdoor content, and that includes camping and cooking and fishing and hiking, kind of, and looks around the outdoors more than anything else. And they're bringing us a lot of product reviews that are related to their camping and outdoor activities. But this creator is able to bring us, pardon me, all 4 seasons of content. So we get the extreme heat, the extreme cold, the sun, the wind, the rain, and everything in between. Right now they'll be sharing fall colors with us with any of the outdoor content they'll be making. 1,300 subscribers, so Woman Outdoors is really doing well. Often in live chats you'll hear people mention LB, and that's who we're talking about when we look at this channel, Woman Outdoors. She's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. I've just put her latest heated jacket review onto my playlist, and I'm interested to see that because I do a lot of outdoor work in the good weather months, and that lasts right up until actually sometimes even December 24th. So pretty soon it's time to start considering that. I've got some heavy jackets and stuff, but I like the idea of a heated jacket as opposed to 3 or 4 layers. It's not uncommon for me to be working in minus 35 weather. She's got some of that famous cold weather there as well. This particular short was actually from a snowstorm in which we actually shared the idea of getting hit by that snow. She does a lot of live streaming as well, but you'll find Woman Outdoors on a lot of other people's channels as well, getting involved in StreamYard panels and things like that. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. Fairbrick Studio, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And if anybody does mention anything that you mean for me to see that I've missed in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, thank you for the super chat. I've got you ready to go. We're going to look at your channel right after our Georgia Suburban Homestead. And then Chevy KG Attic, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. 2 pineapples. Thank you so much for that. They were there while I was doing the outdoor stream. I live in Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. It's a beautiful city, and the fall colors are out in full bloom right now. So I wanted to get out and do a stream, but they were there. They've been dear friends for a very long time. Professional Paranormal Research is also dropping a super chat. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And they've done that countless times. We'll put their channel up right after Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel at some point. And Cole Waltz, good to see you in the house. Thank you for that thumbs up, by the way. If anybody hasn't already done that, they really do help. I'll appreciate it. So when we look at what we've got to do next, we're going to put Doof Doof Paranormal up on the screen. Thank you again, Woman Outdoors, for another gifted membership. She's done that many times before. Doof Doof Paranormal has recently started, she was coming in heavy with the super chats, for which I was grateful, and has been gifting memberships, which is an incredibly generous thing to do. She's been going way over and above when it comes to that kind of generosity, but I certainly appreciate it. I know our recipients will appreciate it. But one thing that I've noticed, just particularly today, is, a lot of times I imagine that people are watching what each other is saying in the chat, if that makes sense. And, we've been at this now for 3 years. It's about 3.5, right? We started streaming at the end of April, just over 3 years ago. So we're almost at the 3.5 year mark, but I was at this for many months before Tuber Chat was even thought of as a channel. So almost another year, we might call it. And, I know what it's like to be in the chat looking at other creators and connecting with them and having conversations and things like that. but the most vibrant conversation, truly taking interest in other people's channels, other people's videos, other people's stories and lives and things like that that they share, is the key to the magic behind all of this. So when you see how Doof Doof Paranormal is conversating with like everybody in the chat, to be honest with you, I'm impressed, because I just happen to be noticing that. I'm missing like all of the actual like content of the conversations, but I just noticed that she's reaching out to creators, truly enticing conversation is probably the best way to put it, and I think that that's wonderful. But it's a hint there. You know, we got a creator that's growing fast, doing well, and that's a bit of a hint as to the fact that they're so interactive in the chat, if that makes sense. And then VS Speaks Royally is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel as well. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is going to come up actually right after Professional Paranormal Research. They've dropped another super chat. They've done that countless times. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here from the UK, happens to be a member and a moderator. But he is also congratulating for the 5K, which thank you for that. I'll put a post out in the morning, but I wanted to give it one more stream just to make sure it sticks. On the day that we got the 5,000 a few days ago, we actually dipped back down to $49.99 and then back up the next morning to 5,002. So I promise you, all the things that happen to all of our channels, Tuber Chat's not an exception. The same things happen to me and the same things happen to us. But yeah, I do appreciate that very much, and it's an exciting milestone. We don't here do like special streams to celebrate the 1,000 milestones. We do it when we hit 1 year or 2 years, or next will be 4 years, or when we hit a 100 subscribers milestone. So when we hit 700, probably 3 or 4 months from now, we'll do another special stream. But I do appreciate the congratulations from everybody in the chat, because it's very exciting. You know, you have to remember, it was only 3.5 years ago the Tuber Chat started from zero. And actually, some creators who are going to be here with us today were there from the beginning. Be Amazing Sylvian is an example. I've just got her on the wheel right now. Lots of our creators and most of our moderators have been with us for 3 years or more. So coming in and finding Tuber Chat right after we started. So we look at Doof Doof Paranormal right now, and we see that this creator is already at 437 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. This is Karen from Australia. I feel like you updated your banner and your avatar. I think Mike and Rihanna's Adventures let me know as well. I talked to them outside on Instagram. They might have updated their stuff as well. And it's good to refresh sometimes, especially for the fact that I don't actually do it. So that's like, not practicing what I preach, if we want to put it that way. But it can be fun for people to see your channel. They might notice the change, right? And we've got creators that do that often. I'll tell the stories when we get their channels up. Skinner Farms, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then there you go. Yes, Canadian family life when it sticks for a week. Tuber Chat's solid enough. We actually got a huge jump. I was on Garden State Gardener's channel the other day for Sunday Fun Day again. Last year I was on there with the Stock Explorer. I think it was their idea actually, but we were on there and talked to Joe from Garden State Gardener for a little while, and then he had me on again this past Sunday, and that brought a handful of friends. So I think we were at 4980 right before that stream, and as of the end of this stream, we're probably going to be at 5,010. So that's a good 30 to maybe even almost as far as 40 subscribers this week. But that's because the channel's so strong and solid, and that always happens around a 100 milestone or something big like that. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, I was looking at the dates, and I'm not sure if I'm going to specifically be able to plan a Halloween stream. I forget if it's on Tuesday or Wednesday. You guys might know better than me. But I work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and time again, the last month and a half, I've been caught thinking we were going to stream and not being able to do it and things like that. So I don't want to make a promise just yet, but whenever we can stream on Halloween, I usually try to do something to spruce up the screen a little bit. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house, but thank you for asking for that. And Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. Thank you for that. Paul's Green Space is in the house. I've got them on the wheel. Professional Paranormal Research is on the wheel as well. Doof Paranormal is Karen from Australia. Now let's have a look at their About page just for a quick second, because they say they investigate haunted locations, they research haunted locations, and they expect to sort fact from fiction and then interview paranormal investigators. And just under 3 years ago, we had this influx of paranormal channels come through the Superchat family. So many, as a matter of fact, I've been out on a few paranormal investigations with Huntophobia and Reckless Adventure, so hopefully I'll do that again. Doof Paranormal is got a network of friends doing these kind of things. They're putting a little bit of variety into their videos in the midst. They've got some shorts here. We'll have a look at how these are doing, getting into 1,100 and 1,200 views. And one of the things I always talk about with this particular channel is the production value that they're putting into these shorts. So I hope everybody will watch at least a couple of these and see what I'm talking about, because I think our shorts have a better chance of traveling farther and faster when we do that. So it's just an idea, but I hope you'll check that out. And then Wayne's World Unlimited, no sign of Superman today. Self-care, health, and wellness, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Be Amazing Sylvia, cancer-free for 6 years. So that's a wonderful thing to celebrate. And next week, they'll likely do a special stream for that. So thank you for the highlighted milestone message to let us know about that as well. And you can see Be Amazing Sylvia, first of all, has been with TuberChat almost from the beginning. But look at that. They've been a member for over 2 years now. As well, again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And I'm just looking for something here. I had thought that I had put Professional Paranormal Research on the wheel. Oh, I moved them up, yes, because they dropped a super chat. So let me try to catch up a little bit here. And our Georgia Suburban Homestead is coming up in a quick second here. They gifted a membership. Doof Paranormal, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I think I'm just about to miss Grow Big TV too. Let me put them up right now. Doof Paranormal has been an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So this is a new channel from Joe at Garden State Gardener. So I'm going to take this channel. I don't usually subscribe while I live stream, but they don't have videos yet. So I'll take my chances. We'll give it a try. And then I'll show you Garden State Gardener. But I don't imagine it will be long before they start putting... before they start putting content out. And thank you, Scratch and Pete PA. I missed Rock Chick Beauties there, as a matter of fact. And let me make sure that I get them in order here. So Rock Chick Beauty dropped a super chat as well. She's done that literally countless times. It could be hundreds of times now. And we'll get her channel up right after our Georgia Suburban Homestead. And thank you, Scratch and Pete PA. I don't know how he does it. But not only is he here, but paying attention and helping for 3 hours at a time. You know, you hear me say it often, but TuberChat wouldn't be what it is without Scratch and PPA's help and support. We have a lot of moderators that are here every chance that they can be, but Scratch and PPA just happens to have been here for just about every stream. Literally getting on to 600 of them now. Lone Wolf Gaming Jory, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I've got them on the wheel now. I'm going to try to move it a little bit faster now. I know I've been inadvertently talking quite a bit again today. Huga Homestead, good to have you here. I'm going to put you on the wheel also. And Garden State Gardener is known as somebody who has probably done more shout out videos for other creators than anybody that I've seen on YouTube. So that gives an idea about the generosity of this creator. Yes, Ashrar, that is because that channel belongs to Garden State Gardener, actually. So whenever creators have more than one channel, I try to look at two of them very quickly. Watch Us Decorate, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. X1, thank you for that super chat, by the way. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and hopefully I haven't missed anything else in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat. Connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny, good to see you in the house. When we look at Garden State Gardener's content, he's going to bring us a lot of garden updates. He has registration videos that you got to get involved with to be part of the Sunday Fun Day giveaways. That's where this wheel comes in. Same wheel that we have. His is much more full than ours will ever get. It's not uncommon to find 70 to 100 people watching over there. Lots of shout out videos here, and like I said, he's got a few jib jab ones here and this and that, but he'll mix up the content, but lots of shout out videos for other creators, and he's known to bring outdoor content both to his own channel and other people's channels as well. So last Sunday I was on with Garden State Gardener and Rebel Canners after Thorhaven Farm, and we talked for a good hour. I think it was a little bit over an hour that we were on, and that saw a great influx of new friends here in Tuber Chat. So I was grateful for that because we hit 5K like the next day, right? Or the day after. Garden State Gardener's working on 15,000 subscribers, so you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. They're well beyond that now. The Wheaton shot's always making me laugh in the chat. Let's go for 3.5 minutes, and then we're going to come back with our Georgia Suburban Homestead. But thank you again, Garden State Gardener and Grow Big TV, for the super chat again. We're back in 3.5 minutes. right, we're back looking at our Georgia suburban homestead. So I'm going to try to move it a little bit faster today. We got an overwhelmingly busy stream, so thank you everybody for that. I really do appreciate the support that everybody gives, especially without advance notice on a pop-up stream like this. So our Georgia suburban homestead is at 948 subscribers. They have to be excited about being halfway to the official 1K. We say you're on a road when you pass a 100 milestone, and they're going to have their 1,000 subscribers in any day from now, to be honest with you. Let's look at the about page before anything. They say, join us as we grow our own food in a residential neighborhood. Yes, you can. They want to inspire us. Growing your own food is a great form of civil disobedience. We learn that more and more online every day. And we can learn how to take control of our own diet and spend less at the grocery store. And that's motivation enough in the way we're looking at inflation and things like that these days. When we look at their shorts videos, we see a lot of the mix of homesteading activities we'd expect. And these have gotten now into well over 5,000 views. Live streams are something that they're doing occasionally as well. Looks like about once a week. They've got one coming up actually tonight. They'll be on right after Superchat. So I'm going to keep that in mind. And I didn't have a raid already set up, so we'll keep that ready to go, and then we might be able to raid in there. So thank you again, our Georgia Suburban Homestead. They gifted another membership, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We've had quite a bit of generous activity in the chat here, so I may have lost track of a little bit of that stuff. I've also put a section on the wheel here. You'll notice the messages that come around that say that the wheel is changing. We've got a section called Clear the Wheel, and what will happen is whenever that comes up, it won't be soon, but when it does, I will clear the names off the wheel that are already on there, and then I'll reload with anybody who's still in the chat. That's something that I've added recently, which is just an experiment. We'll see how it works out, but it's just to make sure we can get to as many channels as we can. The stream started extending beyond 3 hours the other day, and my voice can't take it, so we gotta cap them at 3 hours. Best idea I've had so far. So when we look at Raw Chick Beauty, we see a creator who does a lot of changing up of the presentation on her channel. You heard me mention earlier in the stream today, I haven't updated my banner on my personal channel since I started. Same with Superchat, really. And not that it is advisable one way or the other. We all have to make the right decision for our channels. But I know that it can be something that does get noticed at times. And I did miss it, Rock Chick Beauty, but Scratch and PPA picked that up. So if I ever do miss something like that, please just give me a nudge. I'll appreciate it. I don't mean to miss that. Jeremy D-Day, good to see you in the house. Ace Flaw One's on the wheel as well. Now, Rock Chick Beauty's done this countless times. Literally, it could be hundreds of times already with Super Chats, and I really do appreciate that. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And then when we look at her channel, so we see that she's got the fall colors in her banner here, but she updates her avatar frequently as well. Usually around special occasions or holidays. I've taken her latest video and I've put this into my catch-up list. She's got some Halloween stuff coming out here. And she brings us all things alternative. A lot of that relates to beauty and product reviews, actually. She's gotten into sponsored videos as well. And I'll show you the presentation on her channel, especially in her thumbnails. Professional Paranormal Research, thank you so much for the gifted membership as well. We're going to look at their channel right after Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. And Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny just picked that up. So if they happen to still be in the chat, or if they come into the chat again, I will put them onto the wheel right away. Unidentified S4 is Anthony. And every time I mention his channel, he's got more subscribers than the last time I saw it. But I think he's getting on 15,000, right? We'll look at that soon enough because I got them on the wheel. And hopefully I'm not missing anything in the chat. So Rock Chick Beauty is working on 1,200 subscribers. And this creator's actually been with us for about 3 years as well. She's got some shorts on the channel. These are complementary to her other content. She occasionally brings variety, but usually it's in line with what she's already doing. And then live streams are something that she's done many times before, but they're occasional now. So we'll see what she's going to do. I've joined her on other StreamYard panels. She does StreamYard panels occasionally herself as well. But you see that these bright, bold headshots that she puts on her professional looking thumbnails will make her recognizable, and she's always putting her best foot forward. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So thank you again, Rock Chick Beauty, for another super chat. She does it in almost every stream, and I certainly do appreciate it. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Hilda DC is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. I've got her on the wheel right now. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales is a brand new channel for Superchat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is dig through your videos here, and I'm going to put my notification on for your premiere, but I'm going to take this 8-minute video and I'm going to put this in my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. But thank you again, Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, especially when it's your first time in the chat. And Professional Paranormal Research actually did a couple of things here, but they dropped a super chat and then gifted a membership as well. So we've got them on the screen. Thank you for the extra generous support. They've done those things before, and it speaks to the generosity of the creator behind the channel, of course. We've got another channel in the chat now. Fishhead Videos, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Legal-minded friends, Karen Cole, thank you so much for the kind words in the chat. I actually saw her on Yellow Shirt Dad's channel yesterday or the day before, I think it was, right? So thank you for that. Professional Paranormal Research is going to talk to us about the unexplained, again, more paranormal research, haunted, eerie, spooky, sinister, and scary places. But it's a bit of a team of creators here that you're going to find. And when we look at their videos, they've got a couple of new ones from yesterday and today. I'm going to take one of these, put them in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up. And then when we look at the shorts, they've just got a few out, but one of them's got 2,400 views. That's the first one they did. And then they've got quite a bit of live streaming going on here. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these. I don't know if I've actually caught you live. Unless it was, yeah, I think I have, but it was a couple months ago. So I've got the notification bell on. Hopefully I'll catch you again, but they bring StreamYard panel, so lots of perspective when it comes to the things they're investigating. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More dropped a super chat on us as well, and thank you, Professional Paranormal Research, for both the super chat and the gifted membership. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And then Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is coming up on the screen right now. And we'll see what he's got going on now. Sam is here as a member and a moderator. He happens to be from the UK, so it's got to be beyond midnight for him and Rock Chick Beauty right now and a few other creators. And when we look at Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, we're going to know, of course, he's going to bring us a lot of train videos. Some of these are indoors, some of them are outdoors, some of them are taking a look around or a tour. And like I said, indoors, outdoors, it could be of the trains themselves or the stations they depart from. Sometimes he's taking a trip, and sometimes he's giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More as well is going to bring a lot of vlogging. He's gotten into some product reviews lately as well, and then some shorts, and we'll see how these are doing on his channel. He's getting into close to 5,000 views on a couple of these. And then live streams on the channel are frequent, and he will bring us Q&A sessions, almost like a trivia quiz type of game. He gives us ideas about what we can expect from the channel occasionally as well. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has been a generous and loyal and dedicated supporter for a very long time. But like I said, he also happens to be a moderator. Now, every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be encouraged and welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel during premieres and live streams, if that makes sense, in the same way that we do here. X1 is up right now. I'm going to put the handle for this channel in the chat because they can be tough to find. They are a fairly new channel with 57 subscribers, and they've got a very short and popular name. After a long period of time, they will likely rise up the search results. This is why we search, find, and click on each other, so that YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. In the search, your search results could be very different than mine because some of it is based on geographics. YouTube is always trying to determine what we might actually be searching for, and that can depend on where we are. So, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. We're looking at X1 right now. Let's see what they're doing. They have brought an Xbox Series X and S exclusive channel. So I'm looking forward to seeing more video gameplay from them. I also have an Xbox Series S, so I'm hoping to get that thing hooked up and do some multiplayer Grand Theft Auto at some point on my personal channel. But some of these shorts have done really well. 5,000 views, one of them at 8,800, which is great to see, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They're doing some wins, fails, glitches, as well as simulcasting a little bit of this stuff on their Twitch channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with X1. Thank you again for another super chat. They've done that before. And Wayne's World Unlimited, has that been you all this time? Is X1 Wayne's World Unlimited's channel? Or are you, forgive me, I might just be interfering in a conversation. I might be talking to X1. Maybe I'm not understanding. I miss a lot in the chat, as anybody would expect. I don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if I do miss something that anybody means for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Lee is up right now, and I see Trish the Natural is in the chat. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Lee comes from the UK also, where it's now getting close to midnight. He is a talented performer and producer of music in different genres. When you get to his channel, you're going to find all of his musical works available as different independent videos that we can enjoy. He's got a few shorts, but those are really meant to promote live streams. And then when he does live stream, which is several times a week, you'll find compilations of his works, or you'll find him performing, producing, maybe even singing. It's been several times now I've been in his live streams, and he'll break right into a Tuber Chat song for about 3 minutes, different every time. But Lee is obviously an extremely talented performer, singer, and songwriter. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. He's always got lively live streams. He's got StreamYard panels going on. I gotta catch you for one of these. I haven't caught you in a little while now. I've got the notification bell on, of course, and he is monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, he's working on 1,300 subscribers right now. So thank you for another super chat. He's done that countless times, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And then thank you. Oh, crocheting around New Zealand. I was having a lot of trouble with internet connection today. I was out in Niagara Falls doing a just walking live stream, and they've got an area that was just absolutely dead for cell signal. And I had two different phones with me because the way that I stream, I have the phone that I use every day, which happens to be an iPhone 11, but that's what I use for my everyday phone calls and Instagram and Facebook and everything else. But I have an iPhone 12 mini as well. It's on a separate plan, very inexpensive, but it is a separate plan because what we have found through our experience live streaming outdoors is it's much easier to read the chat off a separate device so that you're not constantly staring at the screen while you're trying to film and give everybody a good view, if that makes sense. So I had the phone and I had it as a backup tethered to my other line, and between the two internet connections, we just couldn't get it to hold together. And it was interesting, actually. Today I ran into something I don't think I've run into before where I couldn't end the stream. So because the internet signal was so bad, I couldn't get Streamlabs. I was trying desperately to close the stream and it wouldn't stop, right? And Streamlabs, which is what I use, comes with disconnect protection. So what was happening is because the internet was out while I was trying to actually end the stream, I couldn't end. There was nothing I could do, so all I did was shut the phone off. But the disconnect protection kept it going for another 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to show you something quickly just on this thought before we talk about Ron's Keto Cafe. If you ever find yourself in a situation, whether you're using YouTube or mobile or Streamlabs or StreamYard or Prism or any of the other things we use, if you're streaming and you can't get it to end, there is an extra way. So when you click the create button here, and it's easier to do on a computer than anything else, but you can click go live. And what will happen is this window comes up, and if you can get through the first couple of windows here, you're going to see that a couple of live streams are scheduled to come up. That's for Saturday and Sunday. Here's the one we're on right now. When I click on this live stream, you'll see that I'm in YouTube Studio view now, and I can click this button, End Stream, which of course I'm not going to click right now. But that gives you an idea of how you can get out of any stream. Doesn't matter whether you're using Streamlabs, StreamYard, or anything else. But I just wanted to show that to everybody. If you wanted to mark the time on that, I believe we're an hour and 17 minutes-ish into episode 632 of Superchat. It's when we're looking at Ron's Keto Cafe's channel. Kristen Marie Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Coastal Water, I put you on the wheel already. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, yeah, live streaming fishing, no doubt, fish head videos. If you get out to these areas where the internet signal's not great, that can happen. And I'm on one of the two bigger networks here, so we shouldn't be having that problem. The city of Niagara Falls puts a Wi-Fi signal out for people to use in the touristy area, but it's not strong enough for streaming, and I've had countless streams fall apart because of that. But we'll keep it in mind, and I'll think about that the next time I'm going to go out. I probably won't be out until winter again. The Festival of Lights is coming up, actually. So Ron's Keto Cafe is up here, and we talked about this earlier. We've got a few friends that want to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Ron's Keto Cafe has tons and tons of recipes on his channel. He also takes us through his personal journey, of losing more than 100 pounds doing keto, and I forget how long it's actually been now. He's lost more weight than that, but it's been well over 124 weeks now. And when we look through his videos, he's posting every single day. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him a little bit. Shorts he's just started with, but we'll see what he's going to do with those. And then live streams are frequent as well. He's got one coming up on, it says Friday morning. So yeah, Friday, what will be for me tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. He's got 1,100 subscribers. We'd love to keep that locked in for him. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a second. Venom for Life, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I think they've been with us just about from the very beginning of Tuber Chat. It's been about 3 years. And next up is another creator that is here as a member and a moderator and a dear friend. The Stock Explorer was live today earlier as well, right before I was getting ready to go live also, and they were doing some more lottery ticket scratching. This is Nora, when you hear us talk about Nora and the Tuber Chat family, the Stock Explorer, and she does a few different things on her channel, as a matter of fact. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Anthony, were you doing some weight loss there? 23 pounds. I am at an all-time high, I think, right now. I gained a bunch of weight over the winter. I felt like I took about 10 pounds off, but I think it's back. If you think it's back, you know it's back, but I think it's back. And the Stock Explorer is up on the screen right now. Now, Nora's been a dear friend for a very long time, and they're here as a member and a moderator. And I said it not too long ago, but every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time, some as long as 3 years, as a matter of fact. And they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel in the very same way that we do here. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is just dropping a super chat. So thank you for that, Susan. She's done that countless times. I'm going to put her in the up next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel soon. And that's great, Unidentified S4. I did a long time ago to go on a diet once, and I was doing a small amount of like just home workout stuff and everything, but I lost 30 pounds in 2 months, and got down to what I think must have been 190 or 180 or something like that. I'm 5'10", so not too bad. And then, over a course of another decade or 15 years or whatever it's been, I put it all back on, and a lot more. But I do remember feeling incredible. And it's nice because when you do that kind of thing, if you're somebody who feels like you need to, after you lose a little bit of weight, people start telling you how great you look, you feel better, more energy in the morning, you can jump out of bed and stuff like that. And I promise you, I know what that's like. It's been a long time. I only did it once, but to be honest with you, it was easier than I thought. And I did cheat a little bit too. A chocolate bar here and a bag of chips there, but still managed to do it. 15 pounds a month is not too dangerous. Of course, I'm no expert when it comes to that kind of thing, so you want to talk to a doctor before you're going to do anything like that. But we've got lots of friends here in the Tuber Chat family that will help when it comes to recipes and healthy alternatives that we can eat to some of the things we might automatically reach for. The Stock Explorer brings the stock market and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that through video shorts and live streams, and they bring us everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. But the Stock Explorer brings a lot more variety on their channel as well, particularly when we get into the shorts. We get an idea of what they're doing. Some of these have now gotten into thousands of views. One that I think is still going is this one with the Coke machine that's got over 6,500 views. They've been doing some lottery ticket scratching lately, and that usually comes in their live streams, but the videos are where we're going to find the stock information. So they're bringing variety to us. And then some of what they do on their channel is friendly conversation as well. So you can see today they did a pop-up. They're doing some more lottery ticket scratching, I believe. And then it's not uncommon for them to have charts and graphs or a StreamYard panel. There's LB from Women Outdoors right there. And I've actually joined them on their channel as well. It's been almost a year with them. It's hard. It's interesting because we know that time flies. It doesn't feel like it's that long, but it really has been 7 or 8 months. But I joined them. You can see they do a lot of live streams here with StreamYard panelists. And sometimes they're talking stock. Sometimes they're doing unboxing videos. They've got channel channel reviews going on as well, similarly to what we do here. And then if you dig far enough or search it out, you'll find I had a 2-hour conversation with them on their channel about YouTube. Now, Nora also happens to have a second channel called Tropical Buzz. This is where she seeks to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which she's going to grow, and she's getting involved in seed swaps and other things as well. Backlash Fisherman is never too far behind his wife, Coastal Water. I've got them both on the wheel. Emotion is here as a member and a moderator as well. I'm just going to type into the chat, though, Emotion New Soul. We use that term to find that channel because his name is popular and short, and for a little while longer he struggles with the search results, but he's well over 3,000 subscribers now. And then, yeah, Ashrar, I'm not going to tolerate impatience. So I let you know that right now. I know that a lot of creators have different things going on with them behind the scenes in the chat, but we've listed our instructions in our video description, and I know that you've been here long enough to know exactly how we do everything here. So, like I said, I will make sure that your channel gets on shortly, but it hasn't been an hour since I mentioned it either. So I'll appreciate your patience, and we'll just dial it back a little bit there. Tropical Buzz, like I said, is where Nora the Stock Explorer is going to educate us about plant life. They've got some more shorts over here as well as videos, and we'll keep an eye on the channel for new content, but some of their shorts have already gotten close to 700 views. They'll be at 1,000 by the time they post a few more, I'm sure. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen or shortly right after the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. We see that it looks like the Bullock Experience will be who's coming up. So let me get the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch up here. This is Susan, and she's got a few things that I like to talk about when I put her channel on the screen. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has 1,300 subscribers, and it looks like we've got that locked in, which is great to see. And she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is going to bring us homesteading content, both indoors and outdoors, but she'll begin by inspiring us in a spiritual way, usually with devotionals. This is how she starts her live streams, and that gets into a lot of newsworthy content and gives us a platform where we can discuss those kinds of things, and I always feel compelled to participate when I'm there. I hope to be able to start frequenting her live streams again shortly. I haven't caught one in a while. They're every Wednesday morning at what I think is 11 a.m. Eastern. Gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shoutouts, and more. And they live on a 1.5 acre homestead. I'm just going to grab her latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That gives me a chance to hopefully keep caught up. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has some shorts on her channel as well that are now well beyond 800 views, and they'll likely continue to grow as she posts more and more. Here's the live streams that we talk about. This is Susan. And like I said, I haven't caught her in a while, so hopefully I'll catch her for another one of these live streams. And like I said, they tend to be on Wednesdays. She'll further inspire us by bringing StreamYard panelists on, sometimes with music and other things as well. So Margie's Crafty Corner, good to see you here. I'm going to put you on the wheel in a second. The Bullock Experience is coming up next. All right, we're back. We're about to look at the Bullock experience. And yes, Backlash Fisherman, word up to you. And then Ashrar Army, I know that I have heard from people before that it can be frustrating to wait to be put onto the screen, but I treat everybody absolutely the same and fairly here in Tuber Chat. So I do appreciate your patience, but it is going to be a while. So if it's too late for you, I understand. If you have to go, I will keep in mind that the next time you're able to be here for a length of time, I'll put you on early. Or earlier than I otherwise would have. But I do not tolerate impatience because I don't want that kind of activity going into other people's channels either. So the other thing we all have to keep in mind is Tuber Chat is not a necessary channel for anybody at all. Everybody can do all the things we're doing here without this particular channel. There are 50 million channels to choose from on Tuber Chat. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but I also understand that this is not for everybody. So I usually don't like to speak so harshly, but I want to make sure we get the point across. And I know that there are creators, if for anybody that's starting their YouTube journey, once you've been here long enough, you're going to realize that there's no barrier to entry. So we have a lot of different creators with a lot of different things going on in the background. You can tell I'm trying to be careful about what I'm saying here, but I don't tolerate impatience and disrespect and things like that. Now, Ashra Army has not been disrespectful at all, but I feel like there's a line in the sand that may get crossed pretty soon, and I don't want our moderators to have to be tied up deleting people's messages either and things like that. So if it ends up too frustrating for you, then I will absolutely understand and wish you well on your journey, but we're going to have to dial back the messages in the chat here, because otherwise I'll just ban, and then you can talk to me outside on another social network and think about coming back another day. So the Bullock experience is up here, and this is somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. They've got a couple of channels now, actually. They've been making frequent appearances again. And the Bullock experience is fishing first. We talked about a fishing channel and the frustration with actually our new friend here in the chat, the idea of not being able to stream so easily when we're out in some of these remote locations. But we've been with the Bullock experience live streaming outdoors while fishing before. Chocolate Drop, good to see you here. And Jesse Miller Unboxings and more, good to have you in the house as well. I'm not sure if I put you on the wheel earlier today or not, but I don't think so. And thank you, Kristen Welton, my love, for that. You can see she's been a member over 3 years, one of our longest standing members, of course. So the Bullock experience, let's look at their shorts, because they got these on the front of the channel here. They've got 2,800 and even 3,200 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. They've got a lot of live streaming as well. And they've been bringing a series. I haven't been able to catch this yet. I'm hoping that I can. The TNT Presents Wednesdays. So let's roll over these and see what they're doing here. Yeah, StreamYard panels on these. So I'm interested to see the conversations here, because we got a lot of friends with either fishing channels or channels that bring a lot of outdoor content and have a lot of interest in fishing, for lack of a better term. So, the Bullock experience is now working on 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And the shorts, like I said, have gotten over 3,200 views. Let's look at their other channel, Gaming Experience with Kelly. And we'll see what they got going on. My whole speech there. They might have not even been in the chat, as a matter of fact. I should have checked if they were still here, because they said they might be leaving anyway. Gaming Experience with Kelly is up right now. There's a second channel from the same creator. 42 subscribers. We'd like to push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. They're already bringing us a variety in video gameplay, actually. And I see they got some shorts here. So a couple of these are already beyond 400 and 500 views. The videos are occasional on the channel, so they seem to be bringing these once in a while. And then live streams are also mixing up different video gameplay, including, where is it here? Fishing Sims World Pro Tour. So from the same creator behind the Bullock Experience. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Bullock Experience on both of these channels. I'm going to try to move faster as we continue on today. And then crocheting around New Zealand, Trish. I feel bad because I know we've got quite a few new or newer channels in the chat, and you don't often hear me speak in quite the same way that I did just a few minutes ago there. But you also have to decide the tone of your channel and the culture that's going to surround it in your community, right? And you have to, when you find things getting a little bit out of control, you have to reel it in, because if you don't, you find situations where creators get overwhelmed. And, you know, I don't wish that on anybody. I realize what I'm doing here might be looked at as an example in some cases, and I don't want anybody to display the impatience that I may display. But at the same time, like I said, I take what we're doing here very seriously. The other idea is when it comes to anybody that comes into your community and stays for any period of time, you have to realize that they will also meet people in your chat and start spidering out into other people's communities as well. And that can be a wonderfully positive thing 99% of the time, but the other 1%, we kind of have to put the foot down. Otherwise, other people get affected, and not everybody can take that kind of behavior in their chat. Not what we've seen today, but, you know, it gets a lot worse at times. Wolf is in the house. That's Wolf Scratcher. They recently reset and restarted their channel, and Rambling with the Brooms is here as a member and a moderator. Forgive me, I missed Procrastination Thursday today. I might have been on at the same time as you, actually. I was on earlier today on my own channel. Pardon me just for 1 second. We'll talk about Lone Wolf Gaming Jory. And we'll see what this creator's got going on. We'd love to get them another subscriber right now, because the subscriber number that they've got, nobody wants to sit on that number for very long. So if anybody hasn't connected to Lone Wolf Gaming Jory, I hope you'll connect with them. They've actually been a friend for a long time now. It's got to be beyond a year. But they changed their channel name many times before. So you recognize the channel, maybe not the name. When we look at their videos, they've just done one so far, but they've brought us some shorts. Some of these have already done well, getting into 2,000 and 2,500 views. Pardon me, my allergies are doing their thing. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator is bringing us a lot of live streaming just about every day lately as well. And they're mixing up the gameplay here. Some Fortnite, some Call of Duty, and lots of other popular titles. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Lone Wolf Gaming Jory is here just about every single day, as a matter of fact. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen and see what is coming up next. The Bud Files, they are here every single day, and they seem to be everywhere all the time. I run into them constantly when I'm out supporting other creators. So let's see what they've got going on. This is a family of creators, as a matter of fact, and they seek to be modern-day archaeologists. The idea is to uncover history and digitally preserve it, but they bring a lot more content on the channel, as a matter of fact. And then thank you, Legal-Minded Friends Karen Cole, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And we'll get your channel up next. Before I spin the wheel again, we always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We'll get back to spinning shortly. Jasmine O'Hara, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Our robot is welcoming you as if you've not been here before, but I feel like I recognize your channel, so forgive us if we're mistaken about that. If I forget that we might have met outside of Tuber Chat and you're here for the first time today, but I thought you'd been here before. The Bud Files are here with over 1,400 subscribers. Now, they're mixing up a lot of different content now, but they do take us to abandoned locations, ghost towns, graveyards, cemeteries, and other places. They've got a Way Back Wednesday series, usually with a little bit of a history lesson, but they really mix up the content there. They do some shout outs, Happy Mail videos. I was hanging out with them on a live stream the other day while they were crafting, and they could be singing, dancing, playing a game, giving us a chance to get to know the family, or taking us out to some of the abandoned locations and historical places that they describe on their About page and we know are typical from them. When we look at their shorts videos, some of these, well, first of all of them bring a lot of variety, but a couple of them have really started to go at 5,000 views and one of them over 15,000. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Literally, they seem to be everywhere all the time supporting other creators. I'd love for you to get some of that support coming back to you as well. Day One Adventures, I've got you on the wheel with Trish the Natural. I put her on a while ago. Hopefully I didn't miss saying hello. I think otherwise we've said hello to everyone. And as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole is up here with 889 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 that she's thinking about, and I believe I saw her the other day with Yellow Shirt Dad. Was that right, on his channel? And I'm just going to take your latest video. Let's see what she has to say about the artificial intelligence stuff right now. Breaking the law. Oh, anything's possible. I'm interested to see what you're going to say about that, because we got to think about plagiarism. I don't know if that's what you're getting at there. We'll find out. But when we talk about the idea of artificial intelligence, and you know, lately ChatGPT is a subject, even I talk about it almost every day now. But whether you hear, you know, there's sayings in the world like believe only half of what you see and none of what you hear, and it's getting worse, right? So the idea is when somebody tells you, oh, I heard that Google can tell when you use ChatGPT, for like, we don't know. We don't know if that's true. I don't know if there's a way to find out if it's true. Not one that I would believe anyway. But the thing is, you do have to consider plagiarism. Now, if you simply type in the word plagiarism or copyright or anything like that into Google, you will find websites that can help you determine the likeliness of something you put in as to whether that's been used in exactly the same way before. So that can be helpful. But Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole is a UK lawyer, and they will give us legal information on their channel. There's a big difference between legal advice and legal information. Legal advice is something you can receive when you're in the presence of an attorney, and you can ask them whether you're receiving that or not while you're speaking to them. They'll be very clear about that. But otherwise, it's legal information, and I think we can all use a lot of this. So Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole is somebody I'm still getting to know as far as their content goes, but they're bringing legal advice, or pardon me, I'm saying it wrong. They're bringing legal information to us. 1,300 and 1,400 views on a couple of their shorts, and they've got some live streams. There they are. Yes, I was right with Yellow Shirt Dad. They were on with him the other day for another stream, actually. And then hopefully I'll catch you with one of for one of these very soon. I've got the notification bell on, as I do for every creator. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So, Legal Minded Friends Karen Cole, thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on Their channel for today, there's a bit of variety here, but this channel has a niche and a category more than anything else. They started with a little bit of variety and talking about the royal family much of the time, but now they've gotten into a point where 99% of their content is royal family based, and we know that there's always something going on with the royal family, but this creator's been covering them for years. They've actually been with us for about 3 years now. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they bring video shorts and live streams. So we'll go to the shorts first and have a look at the variety that I'm talking about. Some of these have now gotten into almost 8,000 views, one over 10,000, but you can see the variety that I'm talking about. Then when we get into videos, we find most of the videos revolve around the royal family, but if we dig through some of the older content, we'll find a little bit more variety there as well. When we get into live streams, we see that this creator always has a vibrant conversation going. You know, I make a big deal about engaged conversation here in Superchat. It's how we run the wheel. It's a great service for any creator when you're in their premiere live stream, but VS Speaks Royally does a great job of leading conversation when they're because they stay up to date and well versed in their subject. Ben Sai and Games, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We've got that clear the wheel section on the wheel. I don't know when that will ever come up. It's random, of course, like everything else. But I'm starting to wonder now, because we've got an overwhelmingly busy stream here, whether it's going to work out or not. I might have to do something drastic when we get down to another hour from now or so. Rambling with the Brooms is going to come up right now. This is a creator who's here as a member and a moderator, and they happen to be a fellow Canadian. They're only about 4 or 6 hours away from me. Closer to our nation's capital, and they come to us from the homesteading community of channels, and they are now working on 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And then Ben Cyan Games is on vacation right now at TwitchCon, which is really, really cool. I hope you're getting some footage over there and meeting some other creators. Rambling with the Brooms is Scott, and this creator's got some shorts on the channel. Let's have a look at those first. We see some of that famous Canadian weather, and we see that this has moved into 3,000 views, but one of them over 7,700, which is great to see. And then when we get into live streams, we know that this creator's got a couple of series. So Procrastination Thursday, I missed today. I might have been out streaming at the same time, actually. And then they've got Shenanigan Fridays. Now this Friday, they're going to talk about Alaska. See how it talks about Alaska right there? At 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday. I might have said 8 p.m. the other day. So 7 p.m. on Friday is a special edition because they're going to talk about a project that they're working on with Jesse, the mod father from Lazy Days Ahead, called Cruisin' Alaska 25. They're going to go for a week from Seattle to Alaska, and they're hoping to book 100 rooms of supporters and creators. So I'm just going to grab this latest video. Did you not do what I thought you did with the other one? He's got another video of another vehicle over here, and I thought that was what I thought it was. I was full of jealousy when I saw that. This might be a newer version of Kristen's car, actually. So let's see, and then Rambling with the Brooms, like I said, is going to bring us homesteading content. So he could be indoors, he could be outdoors, could be taking us on an adventure, giving us a chance to hang out, or bringing us a product review. There's the Sugar Shack. Oh, sorry, that's the Mid-America Meetup. Yes, so that's the Sugar Shack. That's where he is making the syrup that he took to that meetup. He makes that world-famous Canadian maple syrup, and you'll see that in the coming months, as a matter of fact. I wonder if he's still in the chat right now to ask him when is he going to be doing the maple syrup, possibly even live streaming. I've hung out with him in a live stream while he's been making the syrup. Follow the Bradley's Fun is up right now. I had a good time going through some of their content the other day and noticed that they're doing a really good job with chapters in their videos. There's a big benefit to using chapters, and what that is more than anything else is the idea that they often show up in Google search results. We have to remember that YouTube is the #2 search engine on the planet, but Google, who owns YouTube, is the #1 search engine, and so they tie in together. And often when you chop up your videos into chapters, you might find some traffic coming in from Google, because somebody might be looking for a part of what you're doing. A good example would be in a product review video. Sometimes you do an unboxing and a setup, but if you give a tip or a trick or an accessory, somebody might find your video because they were looking for that. The chapters give us a chance to really hit the search results hard. Follow the Bradley's Fun is bringing us Orlando, family, lifestyle, parks, Disney, and they do that through video, shorts, and live streams. They've been working on some watch hours lately, but I see that they've got videos coming up frequently, so at least once a week, if not twice a week. And then the shorts on the channel have gotten into 17,000, 23,000 views in one breakout shorts, over 126,000, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are frequent as well. And I don't have a video that I haven't watched in the last couple of days, so I'll take your latest live stream from Disney Springs and see what you've done with that. When I do a playlist like I am, where I've got videos that I use to catch up with everybody who's been here, or a lot of channels, what I do is I sort that playlist from shortest video to longest. And the reason why I do that is because if I've got half an hour or an hour to sit and watch videos, I want to get through as many as I can, and then I'll let the playlist run out afterwards. I think we've got a brand new channel in the chat. So Franklin Polman, if I'm pronouncing that right, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Chris's Clever Craft is coming up onto the wheel right now. He's going to take Just Jason Keto in Moore's place, and we're going to look at that channel in 3.5 minutes when we're back. right, we're back and looking at Just Jason Keto and more. I didn't realize tonight he'd be doing a special edition live stream. He streams every Thursday at this time. He probably started at 7:30 Eastern. He's doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway actually right now, which is really cool. Now, he's been an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. He happens to be a a fellow Canadian. He wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and I see that he's updated his banner and his avatar again. He's done that frequently lately, actually, matter of fact. And thank you, Writing with Emotion New Soul, for the highlighted milestone message. As a matter of fact, I probably should have had both of those channel names on the wheel. I gotta try to remember to do that for you, because Emotions actually got memberships with both of those channels right now. So I've got that on there, and we'll be looking at both of his channels soon. That's Emotion, the talented singer and songwriter. Just Jason Keto and more just updated the banner. Let's see what it says. Never let perfection get in the way of progress, which is another motivating idea for us as soon as we get there. Now, Just Jason Keto and more wants to help us with a keto-based diet or lifestyle more than anything else. I'm just going to grab his latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And he's working on 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. When we get into, let's look at his videos first. He's got a lot of interviews here. He's got, this is actually, that was a live thing. He's got interviews that come up with creators in a StreamYard panel kind of idea. He does those both as live streams and as videos. Lots and lots of recipes. I just watched this one, actually, another chaffle recipe, where he's bringing eggs with, I think, cream cheese, right? Yes. And he's got lots and lots and lots of different recipes for different healthier alternatives to some of the things we might reach for. I think a lot of times, and this is just opinion, but when we look at the idea of eating healthy or living healthy, I think it's not as much the meals that are the problem as the snacks. Somebody like me, I work on a computer all the time and I snack constantly, and I wish I wouldn't do it, but I do, and I find myself struggling. But it's great. We've got a few creators like Ron's Keto Cafe we saw earlier, Just Jason Keto and more, and a few more friends that want to help us with healthy eating and healthy living, particularly with the keto-based diet and lifestyle. And we see that some of the healthy-looking, particularly grilling videos have done really well here, getting over 5,000 and 6,000 views. But he's got a breakout shorts here, and I've seen this one with over 22,000 views. I hope you'll check that out. When we get into live streams, like I said, he's on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. Excuse me, if he can't be on, he usually drops a premiere. But whether you catch him for a live stream or for a premiere, you're going to find a vibrant community of people who also want to help. And they will share their trials, their tribulations, and their life experience when it comes to the idea of dealing with a keto-based diet or lifestyle as well. We never know who's going to strike the right chord and tell us what we need to hear to motivate us to make better decisions. So Scratch and PPA is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Scratch and PPA is a beloved and dedicated moderator. You'll hear me describe him repeatedly as a shining jewel in the Superchat family. He is somebody who happens to have been here for every single stream since finding us, with the exception of only a couple. Scratch and PPA is working on 1,800 subscribers. This is somebody else who puts presentation at the forefront of his mind. You can see his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by his thumbnails that give us a hint as to the giveaways that are a part of his video series. And what he brings to us is the Scratch Challenge. He's been doing this for what's getting on 3 years now. And what he does is pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of each week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which of course I do. It sets the series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. What you're going to find as well is he posts with perfect consistency at 12:15 Eastern, around the noon hour, right? 12:15, and he does this every single week without fail. So what you'll find is a very lively, fast-paced, high-energy live chat to go along with his premiere. It is not uncommon to find him with beyond 50 people watching at a time. His chat rolls faster than this, faster than most that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family, and I believe the biggest part of that is because of the support that he gives to other creators. He literally supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch for far beyond 3 years now, and he is literally the reason why I use the words "seems to be everywhere all the time" to describe him and a few other creators that are unbelievably supportive. Living large with El Crew. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Virtual Shopkeeper Didi, I've got you on the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Scratch and PA as well updates his banner every single week to talk about what we can expect, and he does a great job of marrying in the outside social networks for the purpose of bringing in more traffic and fun and interactivity into his video series. When we look at his shorts, he's recently expanded the content on the channel. He's got a pile of these now, and he recently took a vacation to Italy. So he's brought us a lot of lottery ticket scratching and a bit of a look around the area he was visiting, as well as a live stream, his first ever, which just happened a couple of months ago. So hopefully everybody will check all of those out. Scratch and PPA, like I said, is working on 1,800 subscribers, and he's monetized. So you can support him with super chats and super stickers when you get there. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in another moment here. Looks like, oh, I almost called that wrong, but Buying Space is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. And they are a longtime friend, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Let's see what they have on their channel for today. Buying Space has 932 subscribers, first of all, so they're officially on the road to 1K. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. When we look at their About page, we get an idea that they want to keep items from ending up in a landfill, and so we see that there's positivity in there and wanting to have a positive impact on the world, but they've really mixed up their content over a long period of time. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. Flippin' Crazy is another channel that we know here in Tuber Chat, so it's great to see a collaboration there from a video they just put out today. And then shorts on this channel have also started to move into well over 3,000 views, one over 5,000, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Buying Space. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that magical milestone of 1,000. It's an important one for all of us. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. I'm going to try to move much faster than usual today because this has been an overwhelmingly busy live stream, for which I'm grateful because we couldn't have predicted that based on the fact that we're not usually here on Thursday evenings. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. So crocheting around New Zealand is Trish, and we're going to get that channel up onto the screen right now. We'll see what they've got going on. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I can see that Crocheting Around New Zealand, which is a channel I'm still getting to know, has got a brand new video. It's outdoors, so I'm just going to have a look at this baby orchard that they've got going on. I've put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch that between now and Saturday when we do our next stream. And then they've got some shorts. One of these is already well over 1,200 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that they might pick up again in the future. It's something they've done in the past. They're working on 1,500 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to that milestone, maybe even up and over, as a matter of fact. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see what is coming up next. And it looks like it's going to be Paul's Green Space. This is a creator that's going to take us outdoors more than anything else and give us tips and tricks when it comes to gardening And so far, or they'll go so far as to give us ideas as to what can and can't be planted together. Sometimes you plant a couple of things together, one thing kind of overtakes the garden. They give us tips and tricks for that. They're growing 30 different more than 30 different types of edible plants, fruits, vegetables, as well as trees, vines, basically everything in their garden. And they give us tips and tricks for what we can do when we're trying and we're doing all the right things and we still just can't get anything to, or can't get something to grow, how we can replace that or adjust our plan for the benefit of everything else in the garden. And then when we look at their shorts, we see that they've gotten into 5,000 and almost 6,000 views on these. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Paul's Green Space. They're here with us just about every single day as well, with 1,300 subscribers, as a matter of fact. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. We've looked at a couple of these. Grow Big TV was from Garden State Gardener, who actually dropped a super chat for us. So I'm going to pull that channel off. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead has already been seen as well, so we're slightly ahead. And what I'll do now is spin again. We'll see what the next channel is going to be. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Izzy Pops is coming up next. So we know the channel as Izzy, but their handle is Izzy Pops. Since the name is so short and popular, I'm going to put the handle in the chat. When we search, find, and click on each other, we're really doing a great service for each other and giving ourselves the best chance to be found, because over time, as we get hundreds of different creators searching, finding, and clicking on our names, we'll rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job eventually of predicting when people are looking for our particular channels. Now, Izzy's got almost 1,400 subscribers already. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, and let's have a quick look at their About page. Lots of variety on the channel is basically what they're telling us. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead, thank you again for another gifted membership. I certainly do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. Tips World Talks, we'll be happy to have that. If they're here or if they come back in, I'll put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We looked at our Georgia Suburban Homestead because they did the same thing earlier when we first started the stream. So thank you for that. That was about 2 hours ago. Izzy is bringing variety. So like I said, I'm still getting to know the channel. Most of their videos are quite short, but they got some official shorts as well at 1,300, 1,600 views. One at 12,000, which is great to see. And then live streams as well seem to be fairly frequent. They've been going just about every day lately. I'm going to take one of these and put it in my catch-up list as well, because I know you can use some watch minutes, and it's never a bad idea, even for monetized channels, to have watch time just so that you can maintain that 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours that we're thinking of. I'm going to look at Kristen Walton's channel. She volunteered to have it taken off the wheel, but we will look at it and we'll do a very quick job. So this is my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. We saw earlier she's a member for what I think is 37 months now or something like that. So one of our longest standing, of course. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Looks like she's got her 1,800 subscribers locked in, and I'm just going to grab one of these videos. It looks like I missed one there. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. Now, those are popular videos, actually, so it might be over a year. Yes, 2 years ago. When we look at her channel, she's experimenting with some new thumbnails, but you can see that she's chosen a look and a color scheme for herself. Bright, bold headshots. Again, we've talked about that before. We've got a few creators doing that. It will make her recognizable, and this will pay off in the idea of branding or marketing, so that when somebody sees a video recommended to them from a creator that they already recognize, they might be inclined to click on that as opposed to giving somebody new the click, if that makes sense. She's got some shorts that are doing really well at 19,000, 21,000, even 28,000 views, and some of you will recognize Spiky Bruiser and Trouble Von Cuddlepuss because they've both made cameo appearances here on Tuber Chat many 8 times. She's got live streams. She does these occasionally, and she could be indoors or outdoors, usually collaborating with another creator or giving us a look around either Niagara Falls or a chance to get to know her if she's indoors. What she does in her videos more than anything else are unboxings and product reviews, as well as sponsored videos. Some of these are subscription boxes and some of them are independent, but hopefully everybody will connect with her. And again, as a moderator, she's got an overwhelming sense of generosity, as all of our moderators do. So when you visit any of them on their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for yourself the same way that we do here. Carrie Leonard is going to come up in a second. We'll see what this creator's got going on. And it looks like they are working on 200 subscribers now. They've got 108, so it looks like their 100 is locked in. And then, It's the Bankroll does a great job of keeping a consistent look through their content as well. And that can really pay off, right? Because the more professional your they don't have to be perfect, of course, but the more professional your thumbnails look, the better chance you have at reaching a wider audience. The truth is, people don't come to YouTube for television. They go to television for television, but they come to YouTube for what it is, and in a lot of cases, it's real. Real ideas, real information from real people is the idea, right? A lot of unscripted type of content. So having a professional or slightly professional look to the things that we do can draw in a little bit more. People sense that you're putting a lot of effort in, but It's the Bankroll is one of those creators. So Carrie Leonard has got a brand new video. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep or stay caught up. They're bringing pure variety on their channel. They tell us they do a bit of diamond painting as well as making bracelets. They might bring some of that to us, but it's all in the midst of a lot of variety. Some of their shorts are doing well. One of them almost at 1,000 views, but one's over 2,400, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are frequent. They're doing these every few days, and hopefully we'll catch them. We've got notification bells on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Look at that. It's the Bankroll. The odds are ever in your favor. The wheel has chosen you while we were just happening to talk in the chat there. Now, It's the Bankroll is talking about the idea of a color scheme or a professional look. And you can see they have consistency in their video thumbnails as well. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. And It's the Bankroll is somebody who's going to help us with our finances. So we've got a few channels now in the Superchat family that are helping us either with saving or investing. And I'm grateful for these because I know that 99% of us have monetization on our minds. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in through monetization of different types? It's the Bankroll is going to help us with this, both with motivation, inspiration, and actual concrete ideas for cash stuffing challenges and finding the money that we need to save for possibly the purpose of either becoming debt-free or eventually investing as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're recently monetized. Lots of ways to support them now with super chats and memberships when we get there. And I'm grateful for a lot of this information from these creators because we don't get a lot in school, right? School systems around the world are not designed for this. So we get a lot of real information from people who are doing these cash stuffing challenges and things like that. And she'll show you how she budgets. She'll show you the apps that she uses or the spreadsheet type papers and things like that. How she keeps track of everything. Again, this is much like the healthy eating and healthy living. I look at finance the same way. We all have it in common. And you never know who's going to strike the right chord and motivate you in a way that's going to be positive, right? It's the Bankroll might be that person. 5,400, 6,600 views. And I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,100 subscribers she's now going to be thinking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get Coastal Water and her husband Backlash Fisherman up in a quick moment here. These creators are never too far behind each other. The biggest complaint that I get on YouTube is the idea of it being so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels, especially when we can find people online who are willing to do it. So I think it makes it that much more extra special when we can find in real life friends and family members that are supporting each other, in this case with a husband and wife combo with separate channels. So Coastal Water is getting close to 1,600 subscribers here. She's got a few series of videos. She's often found in the kitchen, but she could be outdoors taking us on a family adventure or giving us a car confessional where we get a chance to get to know her and hang out, usually in live streams. The shorts bring pure variety, but these have gotten now into 2,500 and 3,400 views. When we get into live streams, we see the ideas I'm talking about. I caught her for one of these ghost story live streams the other day. Pardon me. And then as well, she's got Cooking with Coastal as a series of live streams. And then Car Confessions are where she takes us on her journeys and gives us a chance to get to hang out with her and the family, as a matter of fact. And then when we get over to Backlash Fisherman, we find her husband. He's a first responder that brings us fishing first at over 1,500 subscribers now. He's monetized, and when we get into shorts, we see that he's doing well at over 3,800 views on one of these, but one other one has gotten over 6,200, which is great to see. He's got a couple of similar series of live streams, including Ride Along With Me, where he takes us on his journeys, and you'll often find his wife, Coastal Water, with him. Otherwise, he could be doing a StreamYard panel. Cooking with Backlash is a recently added series, so we got a husband and wife combo who are both talented in the kitchen here. I'm sure a lot of people will be happy to see that. And if we're lucky, in November, he might bring back the Hobby Hangout live streams that bring more StreamYard panels and more entertainment. Fishing is the main subject in his videos, and you'll find that as we dig through a lot of these. He's got a few new ones, so I've got the latest one and put that in my catch-up list so I can get caught up with him. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I'm trying to move as fast as I can, so we'll get through as many channels as possible in the next half hour or so. Anthony J, thank you for the membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, especially for what I believe is your first time here in the chat. You might be waiting out that 20-minute time limit that I've got. I know it can be frustrating to wait that out, but it really does have a lot of impact when it comes to the idea of cutting down on the spamming and trolling and things like that that we otherwise would see. So I appreciate your patience, and we'll likely see you in the chat shortly, but thank you for that membership. And for that reason, I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now and make sure that we've got you ready to go. It looks like it's another fishing channel, or at least he's got a few fishing videos. He's got a couple of whoppers in there too, my goodness. I'm just looking at it in the background. But I've got you on the wheel, so your channel will definitely be looked at almost certainly soon enough, and we'll be looking forward to having you in the chat as well. And yeah, we've got lots of different channels here in the chat. Like literally, of course, like everybody else, viewers from all over the world. But in the Tuber Chat family, you'll find every kind of channel, things that I didn't even know existed before we started this community. And now there's 5,000 of us, so there's lots and lots of channels to meet. Chief, the BC Gaming Dispatcher, is a creator who originally came to us through Instagram, because we do post on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. I've kind of dialed it back a little bit, but I'll pick those back up shortly. And this creator found us through Instagram posts and then came into the Tuber Chat family, and they've been a loyal and dedicated supporter ever since. But it's an example of how the outside social networks can bring extra traffic into your videos and your channels. So this creator is, they happen to be live right now doing some Grand Theft Auto. They bring variety into their videos. They've got some shorts going on their channel, and we'll see some more video gameplay in a moment. 1,200, 1,300 views, one over 2,500. And then here's where we talk about video gameplay. Grand Theft Auto, of course, is my game of choice. and hopefully we'll get some multiplayer action happening soon enough. I happen to have an Xbox, so we'll think about getting that going sometime soon. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. I'm trying to move as fast as I can. Sometimes I don't have to go this fast. I just want to make sure we get as many channels up as we can. My voice will probably have run out about a half an hour from now. Emotion New Soul is what I type in to find the next channel. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter who happens to be here as a moderator and a member. His channel name is very short and popular, so when I type in Emotion New Soul, what I know is going to happen, at least in my search results, is either his second channel will come up or content from his first channel, and I can get to him here. When we get to this creator, we see somebody who's working on close to 4,000 subscribers now. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. We can see that he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Emotion brings his original work in the form of music videos, sometimes compilations. He even brings us Tiny Desk concerts with live performances. He rounds out the channel with shorts, and then as well he's got some reaction videos that have carried some weight here. 1,300 and 1,600 views. Live streams are fairly frequent as well, so hopefully everybody will connect with him. You can see that this is an official artist channel as well. I'm just going to visit his second channel now, Writing with Emotion New Soul. And I see another friend is in the chat. That's Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja. And oh, I missed you. I missed you when you came in. Thank you, Shane. I've been with him many times in live streams, and he's been a friend of what's getting on a couple of years at least now. Writing with Emotion New Soul is the complimentary channel from this creator, where we get to see not only how the music is made, but the man behind the music as well. 789 subscribers right now. He rounds out this channel with some more shorts and reaction videos, as well as live streams. Could be a compilation or a Tiny Desk concert featuring the music that we know and love from Emotion. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. He has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and of course, as a moderator here, you know that you can visit his channel and meet more friends and family members in that very same way that we're doing right now. AceFlaw1 is coming up next. That's a creator who's been with me since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. We'll look at their channel in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Ace Flaw 1. I didn't realize that. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. See, Scratch and PPA, I talk about often because of the things he does for me, the things he does for us here in TuberChat and the TuberChat family. But you can see by the things that people say how involved they really get with the YouTube community to really understand some of the things that are going on. Now, nobody can be expected to know everything about everybody, and I promise you I miss a lot, even though I try desperately to get to know channels, get to know creators, so that the stories here can get better and better over time. You can hear about the friendships that are made. But Ace Flaw 1, I keep mentioning, or had mentioned many times, I thought they might take a trip to Italy. I didn't realize it was still upcoming. But Scratch and PPA was able to catch that. So he recently went to Italy. Ace Flaw 1 is Andy. Excuse me, Andy. This is a creator who seeks to bring us travel content occasionally. He's been a friend of over 3.5 years. He's been with me since long before TuberChat was even a thought, as a matter of fact, like Jeremy D-Day, who was in the chat earlier. And hopefully everybody will connect with him. Andy's here just about every single day. It's interesting, after 600 episodes of TuberChat, he's still here, making sure he's supporting other creators. And this creator's also got some shorts videos. One of these has got 1,500 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. We'd love to push him towards the 4,500 subscribers he's thinking about. Don Yarndall has entered the chat. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them. And we will spin and we'll see who's coming up next. Margie's Crafty Corner. Yes, I put you on the wheel a while ago. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that. Anthony J is coming up right now. Now, this is a creator who's brand new to TuberChat, here for the first time, but they might still be waiting out that 20-minute limit. Some of you remember that when you come to TuberChat for the first time, we've got a 20-minute time limit on the chat. And that really helps with spamming and trolling. It gives people a chance to see what we're doing and decide whether they want to be here or not before coming in, right? But it really is that helpful. So I do appreciate everybody's patience when you have to wait that out. But you know that patience is a characteristic of any creator that comes into TuberChat and stays for any period of time, because they've had to wait that out. Now here it looks like we've got another fishing channel, especially from the shorts that we see and the latest video here. So I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'll do is take that video, and after the stream today I'll go through my watch later list, watch it in full. I know it's a long one, but I'll have a look at what you're doing there. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And we see that Anthony J has 140 subscribers. Some of his shorts have done well, 10,000 and 12,000 views, which is great to see. This is what I was talking about when I was looking at the channel in the background. Just a whopper of a lot of catches here, my dear goodness. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and I'm not sure if we'll see Anthony J in the chat today. We still got a half an hour to go, and otherwise we'll likely see them again soon. But thank you for that membership. I really do appreciate that. Huga Homestead is coming up right now, and this is a channel who, through their About page, gives us a chance to learn something before we even get into the content here. When we look at Huga Homestead, they've been a long time friend. It's well beyond a couple of years now, but they talk about homesteading in the Midwest, including gardening, rabbits, chickens, canning, prepping, simple life cooking, friendly talk, and nothing too serious. Cozy, peaceful home in Danish is the meaning behind the word Huga in the name Huga Homestead. So they're working on 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Anthony J, there they are in the chat, so thank you for that. We just looked at your channel a moment ago. Thank you for waiting out that time limit, and thank you for jumping on that membership right away. I really do appreciate that extra generosity, and what that means is your channel will be added to the wheel every day that you're here as soon as I see you in the chat. for as long as you have that membership. So when we look at Hugo Homestead, we see some shorts that have gotten into 1,500 and 1,600 views, and then live streams might be something that they pick up again in the future. So we'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel ready to go, we'll see what's coming up with probably Chocolate Drop. I'm not sure if I actually said hello to them in the chat earlier. Chocolate Drop, somebody who's here with us almost every single day, and her and I have a fun back and forth together because she'll refer to me in everywhere we run into each other, including here, as Mr. Customer Service, and it's just a fun inside joke that we have. But Chocolate Drop is always smiling, always laughing, always having a good time. Love life, and coupons are what they seek to bring us. There's lots of variety here. She's been doing a lot of tours of the grocery stores lately, like CVS. I know it's a pharmacy, but either way, right? And then when we look at some of the gardening, I haven't caught this yet, so what I'm going to do is take one of her gardening videos right now. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Even though I'm somewhat caught up with her, I just want to see what she's doing there, because it's a different kind of video for me to know about her. And then when we look at shorts videos on this channel, I always go to the popular tab. I want to see how they're performing, but she's got 2,400, 2,500, one of them at 7,700 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you get there. And live streams, I've caught many times from her. She just did one a couple of hours ago. She seems to be on these every week or two. We'd love to push her towards the 900 subscribers she's thinking about and get her officially on that road to 1K. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Unidentified S4 is Anthony. He was talking about the idea of having lost some weight lately and feeling great. Anthony is a perfect example of what I would consider dynamic. I know you hear me say that word over and over and over again when I talk about creators. I absolutely mean it, because we've got a lot of dynamic creators here that are able to bring personality to the camera. Not every channel in the Superchat family is one with a host behind it. We have some faceless channels, but Anthony behind Unidentified S4 is an example of what I mean, because he has an action-packed show, often with StreamYard panelists, but he does a great job of keeping up with the chat and not getting distracted. He can do it in a very quick way, stays on point. He keeps newsworthy content going on, as well as they talk about everything unexplained. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. When you get into the channel, when we get into videos, we see that they're posting frequently. They've got a brand new one. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. Some of the videos tend to be short. The live stream production is fantastic. The very first live stream I caught on this channel was for a birthday, and it was something else. 25,000, 27,000 views on a couple of these shorts. And I'm always mistaken. Every time I talk about this channel, I always misjudge how many subscribers they have, but they're growing rapidly. They came to us with close to 10,000, and they're now well over 17,000. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 18,000 they'll be thinking about. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they've got live streams coming up over the next few days as well, so we can catch those hopefully. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, always good to have you in the chat. Thank you for coming back in. I know they were here at the beginning. And Controversial Cruising is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And we'll get them up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Controversial Cruising has 376 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I thought I saw something from this creator earlier today. I can't remember what it was. They've got a video that's just come out today. I've put that in my catch-up list. Obviously, they're going to bring us travel and cruising content. Some of their shorts have done really well with these extra cap cut or jib jab type ideas with celebrities. 6,800, 7,100. When we get into live streams, we see that these are frequent as well. They've got trivia that they just did today. They've got lots of StreamYard panelists that come up with them for some of their cruising talk, right? Warm Strong Adventures is found with them frequently, but they're here with us just about every single day as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. That's Controversial Cruising. We'd love to push them towards the 400 subscribers that they're thinking about. So Todd's Club, guitar and gear reviews and more. Am I right? Let's get the channel up on the screen. It's got a long name, and I'm just getting to know them. Yes, Todd's Club Guitar and Gear Reviews. Let's see what they got going on their channel. They're brand new to Superchat, just being here for the second or third time right now, but they're already at 5,000 subscribers. Monetized, lots of ways to support them, including Superchats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab their latest video, and I'm going to see what they're doing with this unboxing. An interesting computer monitor, it looks like, right? And then we've got, let's see what their about page says. The ultimate destination for all things related to guitars and music gear. Whether we're an enthusiast or simply passionate about music, we've stumbled upon our favorite new channel, which is great to see. Guitars, amplifiers, pedals, more, lots of equipment, looks like unboxing and review videos. And then when we get into shorts, we're going to see that they've already gotten into 1,500 on one of these, which is really cool. They've got their channel chopped up into many playlists already, and I'll look forward to getting to know them. Hopefully you will too. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel onto the screen in a moment. And then thank you, Kaiser Gaming YT. That's Chris's Clever Craft. I did put you on the wheel earlier. And Hilda DC is coming up right now. She is a beloved and dedicated moderator. She's been a dear friend now for over 3 years. And she is very well known here in the Tuberchat family as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6.5 years. She's working on 2,500 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She posts occasionally, also streams occasionally. A lot of what you're going to find here are mukbang style challenges and reviews. She brings a little bit more variety as well. And when I talk about the encouragement behind this creator's content, you will find positive affirmations coming from her. She's absolutely somebody who stands behind and beside her viewers and her family and her friends. But she also gets special effects going on the screen. She's got Nightbot on the case. She's got some shorts here that have gotten into over 6,000 views, one over 47,000. And then she's got live streams. These are occasional now, but she's been known to post frequently. I've joined her many times, both on her channel and others. She does a lot of StreamYard panels, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And, of course, as a moderator here, we know that she has an overwhelming sense of generosity, so you'll likely meet some more friends and family members for yourself anytime you visit her or any of our moderators for premieres or live streams. Margie's Crafty Corner is coming up, and something I must have misjudged and not considered for our moderators in Scratch and PPA is that I didn't consider the idea that we could have an overwhelming stream like today, and the clear the wheel section has not come up anytime recently. So we're going to go overtime. I'll try to keep it to as much of a minimal amount of time as I possibly can, but if that section doesn't come up, we could be going another half hour or so. Margie's Crafty Corner is here right now. They've got an Artsy Wednesday video that's quite long, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list and see what she's been doing. She does crochet and paper crafts, among a few other things. You can read about that on her About page. She's got some shorts here, and these have started to move into a few hundred views. Those will continue to grow as she posts more and more, and then live streams are frequent. She's got one coming up next week. She just did one, actually, not too long ago, maybe at the same time as we were on. We're usually not on Thursdays at this time. We've only done this a couple of times. I don't see the foreseeable future having another Thursday stream for a long time. Monetize, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we can see she is dangerously close to the 1,000 subscriber milestone. She's at 993 right now, so I hope everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. One of the things that we talk about often is engaged conversation when it comes to putting channels on the wheel here in TuberChat. And engaged conversation with other creators is the way to make that happen. So I know a lot of creators often will stay active in the chat by dropping hellos and thumbs up reminders and things like that. But I got a robot in the background that helps keep track of how active everybody's been. It's not 100% accurate, but it's the best we can get. That will help me determine when it's time to get a couple of names onto the wheel from our chat list, who's going to go, and I will do that soon. So another early morning moon. I'm just going to grab the latest video from Philip Lemon. This creator posts pure variety, 171 subscribers. They're here with us frequently. And they've got some shorts getting into 1,500 views and beyond. I'm going to look at their live streams. We see that they did one a couple of weeks ago, but we'll see if they're going to keep those up. They've talked about the idea of bringing more content. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other, just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Be Amazing Sylvia's coming up. Thank you, Paralife TV. Yeah, we did officially hit 5,000 subscribers. It did dip below, so we got 5,000 after our last stream, and it went down to $49.99 when I looked, so it may or may not have gone, otherwise. But I woke up in the morning and it was 5,002, and as of today it was 5,008 or something like that. So we should have it locked in, but I wanted to wait until after one more stream just to make sure before saying too much. But I'll put out a post in the morning. Marketplace Boutique is here. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Be Amazing Sylvia is another creator who's been with us just about from the beginning of TuberChat. She's one of the original 7 members of the Drop the Link Day crew. She happens to be live right now, as a matter of fact, and they're doing a stream similar to what we're doing here. Now, it's not that there's a right way or a wrong way to connect. We just stick to the formula we've been doing since the beginning of TuberChat, and I've been doing for many months before that, where we connect with videos that are 3 minutes or longer. But Be Amazing Sylvia and her friends are very knowledgeable in this kind of idea as well. So you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members over there. Her channel brings pure variety, but she is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She's got a premiere coming up as well in a few days. She's monetized, and she's got live streams that come up. And some of these are these ones where we connect in a similar way to what we're doing here. Some of them could have StreamYard panels. And like I said, it's a pure variety channel. She could be doing anything, giving us a chance to get to know her, doing a product review, unboxing. And you'll see some magic happening in her shorts. So she hooked into a formula a while ago that's paid off really well, getting 249,000, 596,000, and over 750,000 views on these shorts. So hopefully everybody will connect with her and see all of the variety that she's got going on. She started a second channel a while ago where she is looking at more variety. She's made a bit of content with her daughter here, but the intention of the channel is to motivate and inspire us with daily positivity. So this is again from Be Amazing Sylvia, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, one of our longest standing members as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. It looks like it's going to be Trish the Natural. She's going to talk to us about natural hair care, and she does expand the content into things like wigs and weaves like we would expect, but she also gets into other beauty related products and tips and tricks for us as well. She is here with us almost every single day. I see her collaborating with other creators as well, and Trish the Natural does a lot of shout outs in her videos, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos talking about kombucha. I'm going to put that in my catch up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with her. And I tried one of these before, just from a friend of mine loves the stuff. It costs us about $4 a can for that kind of thing. And it's a bit rich for my blood, but I didn't enjoy it as much as most. It's supposed to be a tea-based drink or something like that, right? With possibly health benefits. Now, Trish the Natural has presentation at the forefront of her mind. You see these bright, bold headshots and professional looks on all of her thumbnails. What I really like is the idea that when we roll over the videos, we've already got an idea of exactly what we're going to see. This is another example of a very dynamic host. You can tell that just by looking at these. When we get into live streams, we'll see if this is something she's going to keep up. She's tried one, and then when we get into shorts videos, we see that she's got over 2,100 on a couple of these, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with her, and let's spin the wheel. Fish head videos, I feel the same way about myself, so therefore there's no beauty videos on my channel. I just don't know if I'll have the impact that some of our friends like Trish the Natural will have. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. They're from Medicine Hat, Alberta. They're also here with us every single day. They support on all of my channels, and they care very much about their YouTube journey. They go over and above with generosity when it comes to the idea of reaching out. I'm very lucky as the host of Superchat. You can imagine lots of people reach out and share with me things that they see or notice, and I have lots of friendships that have flourished and things like that. But Mike and Rihanna's Adventures go over and above when it comes to the idea of generosity, both for their Superchat family and their own community. They've got almost 2,900 subscribers right now, and they bring us family vlogging. I'm just going to grab this latest video. I think I shared this out, but I haven't watched it yet. I always do my shares on the community tab in advance. They bring family vlogging, so it could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be just about anywhere at all, giving us a chance to get to know them, taking us out on an adventure to a sporting event or a home tour. Mike recently became a travel agent, so this creator will bring us a series of travel talk videos, and they've recently updated their banner and their avatar. I think on both channels they let me know that that was going to be the case, but I'll show you their second channel in a moment. Now they got shorts here that have gotten into 3,000 views and beyond, and then when we get into live streams, we see that they're live frequently as well. They've got a couple of series now. So Sunday Fun they've been doing for the longest time, and then as well Across the Waves is something that they're going to be bringing us. I'm assuming that that's travel based, so I'm looking forward to catching that for the first time. When we look at Rihanna's Life Adventures, we see a second complimentary channel where we get a chance to get to know Rihanna a little bit, a new banner, new avatar, and some shorts front and center here. So these have now gotten into hundreds of views, one over 800. When we get into videos, we'll see if they're going to post some new content, but again, they could be indoors, outdoors, and all of this is in line with and complementary to what we expect from Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. And then this looks like it's going to be a simulcasted stream across the waves, because we saw that on the other channel as well, so I'll be looking forward to those. I've got notification bells on for every channel, of course. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen in a second here. I'm going to have to change this clear the wheel system. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is coming up. With 6 channels, yes, First Floor Audio. I'm one of these people who seems to work harder for others than I do for myself at times. So I do a better job when I'm running other people's channels. Some of you know that I started by running channels for other people. I gave a few of them up, but I still run channels for at least one other person right now. He's got 4 channels, I run 3 of them. But boy, is it an overwhelming amount of work. So I'm constantly behind on my own channel. Superchat, we do well. We're consistent. I'm here 3-4 times a week, as often as I can be, barring sickness or anything else. Haven't got around to making videos here, which I hope to someday do. I've been barking up that tree for 3 years. But it's an example of filling the plate too full, which I tend to do. Natalie Nicole's ASMR was here with 429 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She's got a couple premieres coming up. One actually is going to be in a few hours, and then she's got another one tomorrow. I'm going to take the latest one. They're quite long, but it'll help with watch hours. put that in my catch-up list. She's got a few shorts here. We'll see if she's going to bring some new ones out. 2,800 views on a couple of these, and then live streams as well. So she did a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if she's going to continue those also. She's been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another look at what's about to happen. And forgive me while I literally look to the sky and thank God Clear the Wheel has just come up. So this is a special section we've just added recently for overwhelming days like this, because my voice can't really take much more than 3 hours. So what I'm going to do is wipe all the names off the wheel right now. I will reload them with any members who are still in the chat that we haven't already seen, and then I'll add a couple more names. So we'll be back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back, and I forgot to spin the wheel one more time. I should have spun so that it could pick what channel would be next. I'll take the clear the wheel off because we've done it now. That's just something where I'm going to wipe out all the names on the wheel and reload only with channels that are still in the chat. The reason why is because we just can't go on much longer than 3 hours. I talk about my voice all the time barely lasting that long, but we also have to think about our moderators, right? They're, here with the idea of helping, but we've all got lots of different things taking up time in our lives as well. As much as I appreciate every moment that everybody spends, I don't want to tie anybody up longer than we have to either. So I've cleared the wheel. We've still got Canadian Family Life, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, Anthony J, Don Yarndall, Marketplace Boutique, Andre Southgate, and Fishhead Videos have both been added, along with Ben Cyan Games and Wolf Scratcher. So, Chris's Clever Craft. I had to pick a name, so I just picked Chris's Clever Craft. This is somebody who's been a dear friend for a long time. He brings fun everywhere that he goes. He was here earlier as Kaiser Gaming YT. And Chris's Clever Craft has done a lot of interesting things on his channel. He gives us a wonderful chance to get to know him. He's got a really interesting property. He's working on 600 subscribers right now. He sometimes is indoors, sometimes he's outdoors. He's recently added shorts to the channel, and these have started to move into 3,200 views and beyond. One of them, which looks like it's still moving at 10,000 views. He's got live streams, and he's done a lot of different types of ideas here, but he's also done series of videos and given us a look at some interesting ideas, especially when we talk about inflation and the cost of living these days, where he's shown us how we can... thank you, Canadian Family Life. Yes, I did. Thank you for letting me know that. But you're right. Yes, I did start with you today, so I can take that name off the wheel. Thank you, Tiffany. Kaiser Gaming YT is a second channel from this creator, but one of the things he's done is series where he's shown us how we can trade different types of things. Like, for instance, he did some work for somebody, some renovation contracting work, and was able to get a car out of that deal, which is really, really cool. When we look at his gaming channel, Kaiser Gaming YT, posts frequently. I'm just going to keep the latest video in my catch-up list there. Shorts on this channel have started as well, and these have gotten into 4,000 and 5,000 views and beyond, and then a couple of live streams. So we'll keep an eye if he's going to do these again. I've got the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Andre Southgate, more than anything else, brings us prize fighting. So we'll get his channel on the screen right now. He had some luck with shorts when he started posting those as well. A lot of healthy looking grilling shorts. And those really started to do well. So let's have a look at those first, because he's got a few of these, and you can see that some of these, I talk about these often, but they've gotten into 4,000 views and almost 5,000. One of them over 11,000, which is great to see. Now, like I said, this creator brings us prize fighting. It's all opinion here, but they're talking about some of the most popular prize fighting that's out there. They'll give us opinion and a bit of a rundown on what they expect, and then they've got some live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Andre Southgate. This is another creator who's been an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter, and he's probably been with us a couple of years now as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a moment. Don Yarndall is somebody who's on all the time. I can't figure out if she's on every day. It seems to me like she is. Odd times for me. I'm in the Eastern time zone. But let's see what she's got going on. And Don Yarndall's got 734 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 we know she's going to be thinking about. I'm going to take her latest video, and she's been posting frequently here too. I'll put that in my catch-up list. She just put that out an hour ago. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We're going to look at shorts videos on the channel. She's just started with these, but one of them's over 500 views, so those will likely continue. I'll put a notification on for another live stream. She's got a few of these planned for the next few days, one on Halloween, one a couple of days from now, and then one a couple of days from then. These are frequent, but I believe I also see her on other people's channels because I run into her constantly. And I guess it's not on her own channel every single day. So a lot of creators are doing that StreamYard thing, so that could be a reason why I wonder. But Let's Talk Crochet is basically what she's talking about on her channel and her community as well. So let's look at next. Oh, Jesse Miller unboxings and more. This is a creator I talk about often because she supports on all of my channels as well. And this past season, she's been able to spend a lot of time supporting both here in Superchat and my other channels as well, for which I'm grateful. I always appreciate every moment everybody can be here or there or anywhere else. But I just put a special note on the idea. Jesse Miller unboxings and more went over and above over the last season to really be supporting, especially on my other channel. But she's been a dear friend of ours for a long, long time, and I've lost track of this friendship. I think it's gone on for close to 3 years now, but it's definitely over 2. Now, 1,700 subscribers she's working on right now. She's going to have it any moment, and then you can see she's active on the other social networks. She's got some links there. But we look at her videos and we see the variety and unboxing videos that she's going to bring to us. She's been doing this consistently for a long time now. Live streams are occasional, so we'll see if she's going to bring some more of these, but they're sporadic. And then when we get into shorts videos, we see that she's doing quite a few of these as well, getting into 1,200, 1,300, one of them over 2,200 views. So we'll look forward to more of those from her. And that's Jesse Miller unboxings and more. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen. And then Fishhead Videos is coming up. This is a brand new channel for Tuber Chat today. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, the latest one, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Anthony J is coming up. This is another creator who is here for the first time, and I'm hoping for the life of me I can get to this creator's channel. Here it is. So Anthony J has got 140 subscribers. Oh, we looked at this channel. Pardon me. We looked at them already. So we're one ahead. And let's spin then. Anthony J is our newest member today, so this is obviously another channel I've still got to get to know. And then thank you, pardon me, see the voice is going. Thank you, Just Jason Keto and more, and thank you, Scratch and PPA for that. Just Jason Keto and more, forgive me, I didn't realize that tonight you were doing a special edition live stream, so I thought it was I saw that it was a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We put your channel on the screen earlier. And let me see if I can find Wolf Scratcher by their handle. YouTube wants to misspell for us, but there's Wolf right there. So I'm going to put his handle in the chat too, because this creator recently reset and restarted, and they can be tough to find right now. So Wolf Scratcher by their handle is how you'll find them. They've got 80 subscribers right now, and they've just started posting, so you can see they're doing not too badly already. Hopefully they'll keep that up. They've got a couple of shorts, and those will continue to grow along with the videos as they post more and more. Wolf's here with us just about every single day as well, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then thank you, Just Jason Keto and more. Now, I don't expect to do another Thursday live stream for a long, long time. It was kind of a last-minute thing, but I had an opportunity, and I think I've only done it once before. But Just Jason Keto and more we looked at earlier. So if anybody wants to watch that replay, he's got 1,000 subscriber giveaway, but he's the channel that we talked about most recently with a lot of keto-based healthy eating and healthy living. content, especially with his brand new banner and avatar again. Godlike Taters, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Pardon me. Marketplace Boutique is up right now, and this is a creator who's got an interesting story behind their channel because they were working in law and then they wanted to look for a career change that would allow them to spend more time at home. They bring that journey to their channel and they give us tips and tricks when it comes to the idea of bringing in income by buying low and selling high, particularly looking for items that they know they can flip on places like eBay. And I do a bit of eBay work myself. It's part of my full-time gig, just a small amount of it, and I do a tiny sliver of eBay stuff for myself, but eBay dumps the money right into your bank account, so it can be another easy stream of income to get into. Marketplace Boutique can give you the ins and outs of that. This creator brings us 2,400 and 2,700 views and more on their shorts, one of them over 8,000, which is great to see. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Marketplace Boutique. They got 326 subscribers right now, and they likely, they've been here just about every day lately as well. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you here. Polywana Crafter, forgive me, I may not have said hello earlier. I wasn't sure, I may not have seen you in the chat earlier, but thank you so much. Don Yarndall has you running all over, yes. But thank you for being here. Ben Cyan Games is coming up. He's at TwitchCon right now, apparently, in Las Vegas, which is really cool. Now, I hope this creator's out there meeting others. What I would suggest, because I know he mentioned it, he wonders about who to try to track down or collaborate with. If I went to a convention like that and I didn't know anybody there, like you may not be able to recognize people's faces, what I would look for is other people being interviewed or small huddles of people together where somebody's getting attention. And then you could simply walk up and just say like, hey, who is that? Who is this? Who are you? Here's who I am. And that will probably be enough to break the ice, because in a place like that, people want to connect with each other. Lots of people have traveled from far away, spent literally getting into hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for the opportunity. They want to make the most of every moment, just like you probably do. So it's just an idea, not saying I'm right, but that's what I would do if I was there. Ben Cyan Games is a longtime friend, somebody who's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They're here with us just about every single day. They're working on 4,200 subscribers right now, and they happen to be, are they live right now or no? Maybe not right this second, or maybe they are. Yeah, it looks like they're live right now, and they've got a lot of notifications for upcoming live streams. They're literally live every day, so they're packing in the watch hours. They bring things like words on stream and ideas. Sometimes they do a bit of talking head videos, some video gameplay as well, but we'll be looking forward to your TwitchCon footage as well. Videos are occasional on the channel, and then they've got some shorts here that have gotten into 4,500 views and beyond, but one breakout shorts has got 518,000 views, which is great to see. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second here. Precious Gems is coming up. I may not have said hello when I saw you in the chat, but we're going to look at your channel right this second. And pardon me, forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. We're way over time. Thank you to our moderator, Scratch and PPA, Hilda DC, maybe Rambling with the Brooms is still here or listening. And we always try to get through as many channels as we can in a 3-hour period, but today was overwhelmingly busy, and I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest with you, because we're not usually on Thursday night. We don't expect to be again for a while, but we will be here Saturday and Sunday, probably at 3 p.m. They will be pop-ups, so you'll have to hopefully get the notifications. And then Precious Gems is up here now, getting close to 1,600 subscribers. I see that they've got a brand new video. I'm just going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them and see what they've done in their latest video. They've got shorts on the channel. They create graphic art and animation videos. shorts on the channel have really moved into 8,000, 9,000, and even 12,000 views. And Precious Gems has been a friend for a long time, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I forgot to drop this earlier, so forgive me for the short notice on this, but we're going to do a raid. Hopefully everybody will mention, pardon me, Super Chat raid when you get there. But our Georgia Suburban Homestead is live right now. They're another extremely generous creator here. They're here with us just about every single day, and we'd love to go over there. They'll likely encourage us to continue meeting friends and family members when we're there. I'll drop the link again in a few minutes, but we'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3.5 minutes or so that you can clean up your connections here before you go over, and then we will I'll see everybody over there and we'll support them on their live stream. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.